Alright, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shane, this is Shane's Games, and tonight we are playing Aquaria. This isn't going to be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are right now, look in my info below. You'll see a link to my YouTube channel where I archive all of my streams, not just from Aquaria, but every game I've ever played on stream. So if you're ever in the mood to watch a game get played start to finish that might be a little bit obscure, unusual, or maybe nostalgic, go ahead and click over there, give me a follow if you are so inclined. But for tonight, let us get started on the game. So last time we left off right here in the Vale, and I am going to do something a little bit odd tonight. And that is, I'm actually going to leave the Vale a bit for kind of metagamey reasons. You see, like I said, I have played Aquaria before, so I am kind of familiar with the areas that Aquaria offers. And here's the thing. The Vale has an area that's actually very difficult to deal with. And I don't really want to do it right this second. I'd rather do it a bit later. So I'm actually going to go up here, this area above the Moai Head. And we're going to go to another area, the Kelp Forest first. And we're going to do that right now. And then we're going to come back and do the Vale later on. So, don't think I'm abandoning it. We will be coming back in time. Let's see, I just have to figure out my way back. And then we'll be doing a new area tonight. Last night, if you were here, we beat two bosses last night. We actually cleared a lot of ground in this game. I'd almost say we got about a third of the way through the game, which is pretty intense. Shirt goes all the way back, smile. Alright, I believe you. I will have to check that out and verify that myself, since I had seen pretty much near the beginning, so I may be able to confirm that independently. No, don't start! Oh! Drav, I'm pretty sure that's what every viewer says every night. FYI. Let's see, me and my Steam account go way back. Hell yes. Nishka's a part of me. Alright, so... Oh, goddammit, I was actually going to take the turtle to get over there, but then I totally got distracted reading comments and didn't. So we'll take the scenic route then, that's fine. Those turtles are useful for fast travel, and we will be using them eventually, but right now we only have the two. I'm not sure, I thought we should have found more than that, but I think some areas might actually be lacking turtles, which is a little frustrating. Grab that eyeball, because you can never have too many of those. Hello YouTube guys, my name is Sheer and I'm still planning my revenge on Shane, stay tuned. Bread, my most crusted friend! Bread and his, bread puns as a lifestyle lift my spirit on a daily basis. It's magical. It's magical. I may be a big fan of puns, but I don't think even I can keep a game, the pun game, going to the degree that he does. Mad respect. Mad respect. Turtle's good for fast travel. Oxymoron much? I suppose it's fast travel for me, but I think in-game I'm just sort of chilling, like taking a nap on on their back and saying, you know, I'm just gonna zone out for a while. You go ahead and get me where I'm going, and I'm just not gonna think about anything until we get there. At least that's my explanation for it, anyway. The bread lifestyle, hell yes. Alright, energy form. Ooh, wow, that's lots of fish meat right there. It's a good place for farming at that. And fish oil, too. So I'll pick those up. Wow, alright, I'm probably actually full on fish meat now, so this isn't doing anything, but I'll grab them nonetheless. Always fresh, never stale. Always baked. I don't think that one's the one he wants publicly known, though. That one maybe not be good for polite company, if you know what I am saying. But yes, exactly. So we've got three forms in the game right now. We've got the normal form, we've got the energy form, which we're using right now, and we've also got the beast form, which I'll switch to because it can fight the currents right here, and we can get to areas that we couldn't before. Oh hey, another turtle in here. Bingo! Alright, so that's 3 ancient turtles that we can use for fast travel now. That is very good. And I'll switch back to the first form, whose main advantage is she can sing, which lets us use some of our nice powers. And alright, I think that's all there is back here. Just needed to see that turtle and get him added to our map. Yeah, but basically once you find a turtle, you can use him to fast travel to any other turtles you have seen. Which is very nice because honestly the game's map does get very large. Very, very large. I'll show you once we get pretty late in the game, and I think you'll be impressed. It is pretty impressive, honestly. 420 degrees make it perfect! See, I didn't even see that pun coming. That is amazing. Alright, I'm gonna save while I'm over here, since this was a bit of a trip to get here, and then after that, we'll go ahead and head north up to the Kelp Forest, and actually start getting stuff done for tonight. Alright, as usual, we're just doing rolling saves here, so every time I go in, I'm more or less just saving over my oldest save. Unless I'm going back to the last save point I already had. If I'm just dipping back to it, in that case, then I'll just save over the newest save. Just because I don't think it's worth creating a new save for it. Alright, so should be something up hereabouts that I can get into. I'm going to kill these hives too, because they drop eggs sometimes, and those can be a little difficult to come across. But he's so bundo! Sure, getting in on the pun game, I approve. I approve heartily. Let's see. I think... Yes, this is the area we want to go to, so let's go ahead and start mapping this immediately. We want to make sure we visit every part of it, so we get it mapped out and we know where we've been, where we need to go, where we don't need to go again, and that's going to save us time down the line. Because, again, we're not going to 100% the game, I never do, but near the end of the game we probably are going to want to double back to a couple areas and track down a couple items that would have been nice to have early on. Not early on, I should say, but just would be nice to have for the end game, because the end game of this game is honestly pretty brutal. So I'm going to want to make sure that I'm prepared for it when that comes. But to change the pun game, a bit more Steam related, every fin's possible, Shane. Beautiful. More puns. More puns. Alright, good. We're at full health now, heading into the new area. That's good. And let's go ahead and pull these leaves off. If anybody has any questions about the game, in case you weren't here yesterday, feel free to ask. I am always willing to clarify any game mechanics or storyline points for anybody. Never feel afraid to ask that stuff, for me and pretty much any streamer. I think most streamers are willing to catch up new viewers, especially if they know they stream for a couple hours, as they do, and they stream games for a long time, as I do. I think most streamers are perfectly willing to help out new viewers, bring them up to speed whenever necessary. Is the point of this game to destroy all the life forms? No, that's just a side benefit, Bread. That is just a side benefit. Although there is actual storyline justification for it, because supposedly our character, while in her energy form, is sort of driven to destroy. It sort of changes her natural instincts. And she is more sadistic, is I think the word I'm looking for. And it's actually a bit of a danger for her. So yeah, there is in-game justification for that. Also, who are you? I am a mermaid lady named Naja, who basically had amnesia and was just living a life of an animal for a while. And then she found this weird ghost lady and started wondering, who am I? What is this place? I should probably figure these things out. And she's on a quest to figure that out right now. Hey Elena, welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? Having a good weekend, I hope? Crabs are pure evil? Well, not pure evil, but they are tasty. And you'll actually see sometimes the crabs drop things, and those are actually cooking ingredients. No, I mean, who is Shane besides Shane's Games? That's getting deep, hey Brett. I don't know if I can give you a short answer to that. I'm a streamer, I'm a nerd, I'm an IT guy. I'm all kinds of nerdy. I need pretty much anything nerdy you can think of, I'm kind of into it in some way. And then she was like, holy shrimps, the scampi happening! The scampi happening! Oh my god. That's a good one right there. Elena, I meant to ask, did you ever get your Revel redemption? Like I said, I left it for you as a DM in Discord. So if you haven't logged in yet, just go ahead and log into Discord and it should be waiting there for you. A Sith. Sith shrimps? Sith crabs? Sith sea life? That's a scary thought. Alright, here we've got another one of these gates I can't go past with a hot steam. I'm probably going to have to go track down that form at some point so I can start getting through there. Forgive me for just a moment. Alright, sorry about that. I see what you did there. What Shade is not telling you about a secret alter personality. Oh geez, do I have one of those? Do I have a couple of those? Is it so secret even I don't know about it, Elena? Whoa, that's deep. And by deep I mean deep as in profound, not as in I'm making another ocean pun right there. Although I probably could have been. Should just take that one. Take the puns where I can get them. Lots of places to explore in here, so I'll just sort of get started. I'll pick it over to the left. We'll head west for right now and see what's over here. Better. Oh, you got the recipe. All right, good. I think. Yes, here's a neat trick. The beast form is actually immune to anemones. I think I pronounced that right there. So it's a nice safe bet when going through areas like that. Or no, this is one I have to resonate with. Sorry, I was trying to grab that for a second. Learned the swamp cake recipe. Ooh, what is that? Chanel is aware of you, but you aren't aware of her. Oh no, Chanel, of course. Of course! Everyone's favorite mispronunciation of my name. Alright, so Swamp Cake gives me... basically makes me toxic for 30 seconds so I can leave toxic trails. That's kind of neat. Not something I'll be using often, but it's a neat thing to consider. Chanel is pretty hot, I've been told. By who? Who told you these things, Bread? I think I need to track these people down. Does she melt steel beams? Chanel does not melt steel beams. Verified by the truth. Did you now? Did you not see? I actually did not see it myself, but I was kind of in a hurry when I created this name. The trick is, I'm really bad at coming up with names. I am so terrible at coming up with names. So, basically I was just in a hurry. I just wanted to come up with something that sounded reasonably good. So the first name I tried to pick was Shane Plays Games. But then a quick Google search said that somebody on YouTube is using that. So I'm like, alright, I want to be #1 on Google, so I'm not going to pick that one. So I just sort of went for a little lateral move and picked Shane Is Games. And... you know, once I Googled it and saw that I'd be the #1 search result for it, I kind of just stopped looking and went, alright, that's all I need to know. And then I didn't really look into the fact that the font looks weird on, Twitch. So, oops. Kai's Liebhaber, welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you again. Finally changed to the Thug Wizard. That's so tempting, but honestly, I really like this name now. And realistically, every time a streamer accidentally calls me Chanel, like, that's funny to me now. I actually get a good laugh out of that. I don't think I'd want to give that up now. It's too funny to me. It's too funny to stop. And now it's Chanel's Games. Exactly. It's two names in one. How could you resist that? It's one name that is two names. That's such a bonus. I can't change away from that. And then max girth. Yeah, I am kind of naming.
Never before had I encountered such a lush environment. Countless diverse creatures flowed between the tall stalks of kelp. I could not help but be awed by the infinite beauty of the natural world.
As I blast everything in sight. But yeah, I am kind of enjoying naming all my characters max girth now. That is too funny of a joke. And again, I'm really bad at coming up with names, so now that I have a really good name, I kind of just use it every opportunity I get. Oh, jeez! Alright, so these guys are called sea dragons. They look kind of like seahorses, but no, they're sea dragons. They're actually kind of badasses, as you can tell by the noises they make. But they drop some good stuff, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this straight up just drops a healing poultice. So I am going to want to grab that, and it is sometimes worth fighting them just for the free healing poultice. But obviously it takes a little while. You saw they can take quite a beating. Such diverse beauty. Pew pew pew! Hell yes. Not diverse enough for me to stop beating on it. Alright, so yeah, we want to go up this way. South of here is an alternate entrance to the Kelp Forest. If I remember correctly, there's actually two ways into it from the open ocean. Or open waters, I believe it's called. And we just happen to take this one. We'll be exploring all those paths later on, but for right now, that's good enough for our purposes. I'm not squidding, Max Beerth is good. Awesome. I love that name too. I think that actually may have been Hey Bread's suggestion, if I remember correctly. That was a while back at this point, but I think it was Bread's suggestion. In which case, +1 Hey Bread. But in all seriousness, we need to talk about the ethics of your alters hooking up with your Twitch followers. That's not a debate I know that I'm willing to have right now, Elena. It's too much for me. Too much. Too confusing for me. Those things don't deserve the name dragon. Well, they don't breathe fire or anything. So, you know, they're not tremendously impressive dragons or anything like that, but I don't know. I guess if you can call a Komodo dragon, then the stock's already fallen pretty far. Don't get me wrong, Komodo dragons are pretty badass, but they don't really compare to fantasy dragons either. Where are my dragons? It wasn't the character editor. Yeah, it was, when I was setting the girth slider. I know someone has suggested it to me, because of the girth slider in Neverwinter Nights 2, but I don't remember if it was Brett or somebody else. Wagons? Sea wagons? That might have been it. Maybe I've just been mispronouncing it the whole time. Maybe they're just sea wagons. Maybe that's all it is. Could be. Could be. Guilty of amazing naming skills? That's a good thing to be guilty of. Don't be ashamed of that. Don't be ashamed of that. Yeah, so the Kelp Forest, you'll see me killing pretty much everything in sight. Maybe even more than in other areas, just because Kelp Forest has some really good places to farm for cooking items. And the last boss we fought really depleted my stocks of healing items pretty badly. So I need to replenish a bit before we get too far. As a matter of fact, I'm probably maxing out on some items right now, so let me do a little cooking to make sure I don't just waste items. What do I want to make? I want to make... Let's see, I should make some leeching poultices, that would be nice, but I need to make some healing poultices first. I don't think I have any jelly oil, unfortunately. No, I don't have any jelly oil, damn it. What else can I make? I think that's... Oh no, I can still make tough cakes, so let's do some of those. That's oil plus egg plus rubbery meat. I'm pretty sure I have some rubbery meat stashed away. Just a little bit. Sea cake plus rubbery meat and cook. And then we mix an oil with an egg to make a sea cake. And then mix mix that with the last of my rubbery meat to make another tough cake. Good deal. He definitely had a hand in that. Max Girth has a lot of rubbery meat stored away in his pants. So many puns. I love it. As you may have seen if you've ever seen me in anybody else's streams, I am a huge fan of puns and basically am harassing people with them constantly. Oh no, I said I wasn't going to come down here because this is just the other exit to the open waters. But no, I came down here anyway. Oopsies. Alright, let's head back up and we'll keep going north from here. So many buns, so many puns. Is that a double pun? Did you somehow double pun there? Double pun Tuesday? I approve. Alright, we got a bunch of leaves. Can I do anything with those? I want to make sure I'm not filling up on those either because leaves are a little tough to come by. Alright, we're almost full up on leaves. So let me go ahead and just make some leaf poultices so we don't get full on those. And then we can keep collecting leaves because basically we really can't get enough of those. And then hopefully I can come across some jelly oil so we can make some more healing poultices. And as long as we've got these glowing eggs too, we can make leeching poultices right there, which is the same as the healing poultices, but it also cures poison, so that'll be nice too. But before I forget, Pack Rat Shane, Blame Shane, hashtag Shane Ishiko. Gotta get all the memes out right away. Make sure you don't forget any of those. Very important there, Shira. I appreciate. And then these guys usually give good things. Ah, wow. He just straight up gives a healing healing poultice. Good deal. Grab some more fish meat. Grab a little more oil. Ooh, piranhas. Forgot those guys dive at you if you don't get careful. Alright, and we found a new save point. First save point in the Kelp Forest, so that's nice. Save over this old Mythalis City save. Alright. And then we can continue north from here. Right. Yeah, we've got 2 ways to go, so we're going to head north and then west, I think. For no other reason than we got to pick one direction. And I don't remember exactly which way we need to go first. Actually, no, I think we're going to head straight north first. Trying to remember what I can about the first time I played the game, so I am going a little bit meta, it's true. Oh no, no! There we go. Kind of interesting how stuff actually does accelerate fairly realistically in the water, so it's hard to catch up with things once they start falling like that. My mom always told me if you're able to make them, you should rely on the opportunity to make leech potions. Pretty much. Leech potions are good stuff. Poison is crippling in this game since you really don't have a lot of health. And it can be a little difficult to recover your health once you've taken damage too, without using items anyway, and items, again, can be a little hard to come by. It's a vicious cycle if you're not careful. There we go. Sounds like some fishy advice there, Shira. It doesn't matter if Northwest is straight or not, they're just a celebrity child. Wow! Oh jeez, oh crap, these guys are dangerous. So this is a new enemy. We haven't seen these guys with the yellow head before. You can see what they do is they spawn these tiny yellow fish, which basically work as meat shields for him. They absorb hits, and they actually draw away your homing fire from them for the most part, which is very dangerous. Tasty cake recipe. What the hell is a tasty cake? I think that's a new one on me. Tasty cake, heal +2. Sea cake plus small eye. So that's kind of a lesser... It's a lesser tough cake. But then again, rubbery... Small eyes are a little easier to come by than rubbery meat, so that may be something. How many eyes do we have right now? Alright, so we're not full up on those, but that'll be another option to do. I think Shane is just correcting my puns at this point because he thinks I can't spell. No, no. I'm never going to be one to criticize people's spelling on stream like that just because, I don't know. I don't think there is a huge reason to go after people for spelling like that. Certainly, I do try to pride myself on my spelling. Oh, hey. What is this? Hello? I found a treasure, I guess? That's cool. But can I get out of here? Yes, wow, that was a little dangerous. Holy crap. Tasty cakes are these, like, frosting-filled cakes. That'd be, I'd eat those a little more over the tasty cake with the eyeballs sticking out of them. That doesn't look very appetizing. Zero, hey, thank you for the host. Welcome in. Zero viewers, welcome into the stream as well. Zero, how are you doing this evening? I'm loath to alt-tab out again, but I'm going to need to for this. I'm going to need to right here. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy right here is Zero. Fantastic streamer right there. And he just today, literally just today, celebrated his 1-year streamiversary. 1 year on Twitch. And if that doesn't tell you that they're serious about providing good content, I don't know what will. I was watching his stream earlier, as a matter of fact. He was streaming one of my favorite games of all time, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars for Super Nintendo. Absolutely amazing game right there. So please, if you haven't checked out Zero before, click that link right there, give him a follow, check him out next time he's live. You're not going to regret it. Zero, please tell me how the rest of your stream went. I'm assuming you kicked Smithy's ass and beat Mario RPG in one go on one stream, which is a truly amazing achievement. But please tell us about it. Are they spelled tasty cakes with 2 E's? I'm trying to catch up on chat now. Yeah, I didn't alt-tab out for your video, but I did just save in-game, so I'm feeling a teensy bit more confident. That's probably why. Also, Zero's an amazing guy. You gotta make sure to help him out. Because it's not just for my sake, then. It's for his, too. Devastated. Oh my god. Let it flow through you. Do it. I'm killing zombies right now so I can vent my rage. Oh, you mentioned you were looking for a zombie game the other day, Drav. What game did you eventually settle on as far as zombie killing? Oh yeah, I made my record. That dying strat is the way to go. I ended up finishing in 8 hours and 30 minutes, my personal best. Well, congratulations there, Zero. 8 hours and 30 minutes for a big RPG like Mario RPG is nothing to sneeze at. Oh, jeez. I definitely spawned an enemy. So yeah, congratulations. Very cool, Zero. And, yeah, once again, congratulations, Zero, on, your 1-year streamiversary. That is a big achievement, honestly. Huge achievement. And it's always cool to see a good streamer like you stick with it that long. Zero on the download, don't tell Shane. Zero told me he plans on speedrunning in 10 minutes. I'm gonna hold you to that, Zero. That statement that you just did not at all make right there, I'm gonna hold you to that. You all saw him not say it here, but imply it by means of someone else implying it for him. So now he has to do it. It's gotta be done. Has to be done. Let's see, settled on how to survive. It's better than I thought. Has a real survival feel to it with elements like eating, drinking, and sleeping. Alright, cool. I don't think I've played that one before. I don't think I've seen anything for that one before, so I may have to check that out. Oh man, jellyfish. Come on, somebody give me some jelly oil. No jelly oil. Damn it. Yes, mine is coming up in about a month, isn't it? Yeah, about a month. I'm going to celebrate it. It's about a month and a half till it actually comes around. So yeah, I'm not that far off either. I'm still kind of surprised that you started so close to when I started, Zero, because honestly, your stream was pretty quality right off the bat. Whereas I took a little bit to really get rolling. Ooh, spider roll recipe. In real life, spider rolls are one of my favorites. So let's see what they do in game. Bread is lying. No! Is that true, Bread? I play that every day in IRL, Shira. Today is the 12-hour stream. No, that's for the stream anniversary is the 12-hour stream. Got any plans for my Twitch anniversary? Yes, I'm actually planning to do a 12-hour stream for the stream anniversary. I'm not sure what I'm going to be playing. I'm probably going to be dicking around in a couple things. I'm actually thinking Elder Scrolls Online will be one thing I play, so we'll see. You eat spider rolls? Hell yes! Spider roll is, I'm trying to remember what actually is in a spider roll. I eat too much sushi for my own good. Spider roll is, what? Calamari tempura, usually, I think? There's no actual spiders in a spider roll. I should clarify this. In the game, clearly it's made with spider eggs. That's a little different. But, no. In real life, it's calamari tempura, I think, is in the spider roll. And it gives me the web ability for 8 seconds. I have no idea what the web ability is, but still good. I'll take it. Storm Edition with all DLC was on sale on the PS and EU. Building my first gun with parts scavenged, and you know I love scavenging, right? Not sure how often I'll use the gun though, because my self-made bow is much quieter and noise actually attracts other zombies, as is only correct. It's the way you do survival games like that. Ooh, getting tough to dodge all the fire in here. This level gets a little crowded. You really got to keep on your toes since all the enemies, a lot of the enemies have homing blasts in here. And they like to fire off very often, like those little pink crystals have a little bit of homing to them. So you got to be super careful. Twin stick, yeah, I do like twin stick games too. I was just telling Drev yesterday that one of younger Shane's favorite games was Robotron 64. I don't know if anybody else has played that one. It wasn't certainly wasn't a blockbuster game, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people haven't. But that was a game I loved, and had a lot of fun with. Spider Tamaki. I should ask, is there any other fans of sushi in chat? Do any of you guys have types of sushi that you enjoy particularly? My favorite is probably I like calamari tempura sushi. There's a couple different variations on it that I like a lot. One of the restaurants around here makes a really amazing one in eel sauce. It's just mind-blowing. It's basically the main reason I go to the place, just to get that. Recently learned that I love, tuna sashimi. Really delicious. And there's a restaurant out by my old roommate that makes it by the truckload. And it's really delicious. So that's another good discovery right there. Soft shell crab? Ooh, that's a good one there, hey Brett. I like that one too. Drev really likes survivals and zombies. That's a good combination. If you're gonna go survival, you may as well go do survivals and zombies too, I think. Makes it a little more interesting. Triple stick games? I haven't seen any of those. Do those exist? Is that a thing? I'd be inclined to say you're just kidding there, Zero, but you never know. You never know. Salmon sashimi, that's a good one too. Favorite, of course, is expensive tuna. Well, the more expensive, the tastier in a lot of cases. That's, unfortunately, the truth with sushi is, there is a direct correlation between, cost and quality in a lot of those cases. And this appears to be a dead end for right now, so I'll have to come back there later. The question on the zombie thing, in lords where they're actually dead and have no metabolism or cellular regeneration, why don't people wait until the zombies decompose until they're no longer dangerous? That is, I think, what they did in 28 Days Later, wasn't it? I think that was at least one of the endings of 28 Days Later, is they just sort of waited it out and eventually they all died or starved or something to that effect, if I'm remembering correctly.
As I swam further into the Kelp Forest, I began to wonder if I'd ever be able to find my way out. I felt as though I could become lost here forever, slowly becoming another feral creature in nature's tapestry.
You know, she says that, but I've got a map, so I'm probably not going to get lost here. Which is good, because this place actually is pretty dangerous, like I said. And here we got another sea dragon, so I'm going to fight this thing. Oop, See if I can get another delicious roll off of it, although I'm taking enough damage now that it might not actually be worth it. Still, the other reason to fight these guys is they do fill the water with enough of those yellow blasts of theirs that can be just dangerous just trying to avoid them. But I got a special blue orb from them, and those are actually pretty rare for recipe making, so that was totally worth my while. Let me catch up on chat real quick. And if they're not fast enough, I settle for waiter sashimi. Oh, jeez. Simple rolls, tamakis, good deal. Negi Toro, a nice simple one right there, I can respect that. Green onion and fatty tuna, I don't think I've tried that one, hey Brad, but that sounds tasty. Sebian Zero, I've never even heard of that one. What kind of roll is that? Enlighten me if you please. I don't know all of the proper names of sushi yet, that's probably part of my problem right there. I just like eating it mostly. And of course, I am a dumb American, so all of our menus here tend to have the proper Japanese name and the simple translation, so I can get away with not knowing all the proper names, which I appreciate, most definitely. Oh, that's yellow water. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll make sure not to eat that one, Zero. +1 to that. No, that's a grab again. I messed up. Alright, here we go. And 2 red bulbs. I'm not sure what those are for. That's even better to have them with me then. It's an over-the-counter thing. You dissolve in water and it makes it yellow. So like a... I don't know, kind of like Kool-Aid is the best I can think to compare it to. Like a sugar water type thing? That's all I'm thinking of to compare. Oh jeez, to compare it to in the US terms. There was a second sea dragon in here? Holy crap, this screen is tough. Don't. He was right up on me. Holy crap. There we go. And he dropped 3 leaves. So again, these sea dragons have really nice drops. Oh man, that 1 leaf might be a lost cause though. Wow, yeah, if it's still somewhere, I think it's a lost cause. But I got the 2. That's nice. I did take some damage, though. Be right back, gotta make Sebian. Oops. You, enjoy that. Enjoy that there, hey, Bread. Let me find what it was for. Alright. Let's see, they have a special roll at this place near me that is good. A shrimp tempura, and crab in the middle with rice around it, and then salmon laid on top with a spicy sauce for it. That's the trick for me, is I haven't really gotten a taste for spicy yet. I grew up with a, my family had a very bland American palate, so I never really grew up with any spicy foods, so I really don't have any tolerance for spicy foods yet. So I'm slowly trying to build up my tolerance for spicy food. Oh, Jesus! Hello, that was a surprise. Oh, God. Alright, I can actually hurt him. I think I'm going to blow this guy up for trying to kill me. If I can, it's actually pretty dangerous luring him. Damaging him, though. Ah, oh! Wow, he does tons of damage, though. But I did kill him. Ah, damn it. Now I'm going to have to... use a food. Let me go ahead and use a healing poultice since I've got 7 of 8 of those. Gonna hit max on that anyway, so I may as well use one up. Let's see, it's a vitamin C drink. Just toss on water and drink it while it's dissolving. Contains ascorbic acid. So, wow, sorry. That was difficult. Learned the veggie cake recipe. Another new recipe. Alright, but yeah, I can see the point of that, Zero. Thank you for looking that up. Alright, veggie cake is regeneration +1, so that doesn't actually give you health back, but it makes it so you start regenerating passively, so that can be nice sometimes. And again, that's another path from sea cake. And sea cakes are so goddamn easy to make, so it's good to have alternate things to do with them to buff them up a little bit. If If you want to develop your spice handling ability, I recommend Thai food. That might be a little bit too much too fast there, Zero. What I've been doing is I've been indulging in hot wings because I am a big fan of hot wings. And I've been using those to work my way up through the ranks of spice slowly. And I'm getting there. Water snake! Water snake! Beware of water snake. Alright, cool. What was this little inlet down here? Is that something I need to check out? Oh, there is a little thing right here. Almost missed that. Recidee redeem! Oh my god, Zero, that is your third! That is your third redemption of the Secret Family Recipe. That is awesome. So hit me up after stream if you are still awake for some reason. I know you're probably tired right now. But if you're still awake after I'm done streaming, hit me up and I will give you your third Secret Family Recipe.
These strange nymphs looked a bit like me, but they were half sentient and could only communicate through song and dance. They wove the tale of one who ruled their forest from above, a mother whose tears flooded these waters with regret. I had a feeling I would encounter her at the heart of this forest.
These guys are adorable. What did she call them? Nymphs or fairies or something? Hey, Brad, holy crap! Alright, you want that Secret Family Recipe too? Awesome! I will get in touch with you after the stream as well, Brad, and we will work out which Secret Family Recipe you're gonna want. I've got, for anybody that hasn't seen that, you get, for every minute you're in stream, you get points through that service called Revlo, and you can then spend them on some things. There's a whole menu of it on the Revlo site. And one of them is, I will give you one of my family recipes. I call them secret family recipes. I don't think they're actually all that secret. But they are family recipes, and so you might not know them. So I am perfectly willing to share. Look at that, you sleeping? Adorable. Now kill him. No, no. Yeah, whenever you stop moving in the game, it kind of zooms in, so that can be handy to actually get a good look at what your character looks like, or what they're doing, or the things around them, so I do that sometimes. Now eat them! No! No, they're so cute! I don't want to blast them. It's very rare in this game that I don't want to blast something, but I don't want to blast them. Alright, so there's another one of those bulbs that I can't get into right now, so I'll have to come back to the Sprite Cave to deal with that later. Which is unfortunate, kind of wanted to deal with it now. But you gotta do what you gotta do. At least I know it's here, though. Oh, no worries, Zero, no worries. You get into bulbs. Oh god, he's back! And of course he respawned. Of course he did. Ow. I don't really want to fight him again, because that's a tough fight. So let's just get moving. As long as he doesn't follow me, I think we'll be good. Do it! I like how I'm required to do Palpatine voice like every stream now, because not like I mind, I enjoy doing Palpatine voice. It's just funny now. That's become one of the stream memes. Do it! Ooh, sun-dried tomatoes are really tasty too. I actually like sun-dried tomatoes on my pizza. I like mine to be really dry though, so they're actually a little tough. Almost crispy. A lot of the sun-dried tomatoes that I see out there on pizza are a little bit rehydrated, so they're a little more chewy. But that's just a matter of personal preference for me there. Alright, what do we got? Ooh. Oh, jeez. These guys are kind of bastards. I kind of want to get behind him, so... Oh, damn it. How did I mess that up? See, I'm pretty sure I can blast this guy from behind. Thought I could anyway. I thought there was a way I could hurt this guy. Or maybe I can just get behind him? There we go. Ooh, it's all dark back here. I don't know if I want to do that. It's kind of dangerous. Oh, I could have swore I could hurt him. Oh! Well, I'll have to make a note to check that out later, I think. Let's put another map marker on that to remind me, actually. I'll just put a generic come back later. It's very generic, but still. I don't think there's much more we need to know at this point, because I've almost gotten all the abilities. I should give out secret family recipes too. Everyone would love my instant noodle recipe. Step 1, heat water. No, step 1 is get the water. That's the tricky part. Where do you even buy water these days? It's so hard to come by. And what variety of water do you get? Do you get tap water? Do you get Fiji water? There's so much nuance to it. My mind is blown already. That's kind of bouncy thing. Cute, cute. Alright, so these things I can't actually shoot at, but they look pokey. Are they still pokey in beast form? Probably. Is this where I want to go? Yes, it is. Step 2, add water to noodles. That part's simple enough, at least. I can get down with that. I will admit I am not much of a cook myself. I'm pretty terrible at it. I could probably ruin dry cereal if I tried hard enough. Which is to say, if I was trying not to ruin the cereal, I probably would anyway. Ooh, shark fin. But my mother was an in-home babysitter for a very long time. And so what she ended up doing is creating a stable of recipes that was delicious in a very simple way that would attract small children. That sounded really bad. That small children would enjoy, without question. And that was also really simple to cook. Generally taking a little less than 30 minutes. And some of those recipes are still my favorite to this day, and a lot of them taste different than any sort of variation of those foods I've tried out there. Like my mother's spaghetti recipe, I've never tasted anything like it. No other spaghetti I've ever had tastes anything like it. That just blows my mind. Elena already knows it. Are you guys related? It's just great minds think alike right there. Hey, Brad. Great minds. Great minds. Alright, so I got Hardy's Soup, which is bite power up for 30 seconds. So that means in beast form... Oh god! My bite attack actually does more damage for 30 seconds. Speaking of, I'm taking way too much damage in this area. Gotta step up my game, son! Alright, let's explore down here. I'm gonna have to get some of my health back. At some point. Taking so much. I may have worded that a little awkwardly, Shira. Totally my bad. My mother is a saint. I apologize. Oh, wow. Just as I'm talking about... oh! Pistol shrimp. Son of a bitch. I'm like, how did I take that much damage? Oh, it is pistol shrimp. Here I am talking about trying to get some health back, and then pistol shrimp just blows me way off track. Son of a bitch. That was a lot of damage right there. Oh, no, pistol shrimps! Pistol shrimps! Oh! Wow, he's dangerous. Y'all are terrible. Yar! I may encourage this behavior, but not because I encourage the behavior. Oh, sweet healing poultice. Excellent, excellent. I'm kind of surprised this area is beating me up so much. I was doing really good yesterday. But there's just so much firepower in the water in this area. I think that's the big thing. Is dodging enemies is one thing, but dodging all the actual firepower flying around can get a little tricky. Speaking of, these guys are a bit of a challenge to dodge too, so let me make sure I get them out of my way before they cause too much trouble for me. Oh, they drop leaves too, which means more poultices. I think I'm going to need to make right away. Clear out my inventory a little bit. Oh yeah, I am full on leaves already. So let's see, do I need leaves for anything else aside from those healing poultices? Hand roll. but I don't really need that for anything right now. Spicy roll? I think I've still got 6 spicy rolls, so I don't need any of those yet. So yeah, right now, mainly, I just need leaves for leaf poultices, so I'll just make some more of those. Oh no, I can only carry 1 more leaf poultice, so I won't make 1 more of those. Can I upgrade any of my leaf poultices then? I don't think I picked up any jelly oil yet, so that sucks. No, that is unfortunate. Jelly oil is a bit tricky to come across. Oh, I might be able to make another arcane poultice since we got that special bulb. So, leaf special bulb eel oil. Let's make 1. Oh, no, we can't because we're not at a cooking station. Damn it! Getting stymied at every turn here. Alright, let's do this then. I'm going to waste 1 leaf poultice trying to invent a new recipe. I've got a suspicion here. Let me put in a leaf poultice and an eel oil. See what that makes.
Not another sea loaf.
God damn it! I like how she's actually pissed at that too. As am I, as am I. I was hoping. I had high hopes there, but no dice. What else do I need to make in here? Let me make some sea cakes. Use up some of this oil and these eggs, since I'm getting a little full on those as well. How am I looking on those? How many do I have for those? Oh, just the 1. Sorry, I know cooking isn't the most exciting thing in here. Oh no, tell me you didn't clip that shea bread! Oh no. Oh no. Yes, I do have it, Elena. If you check in the stream chat on Discord, I linked it just before I went live, because it is amazing, and I loved it. So yeah, if you need the link to it, it is right there for easy finding. What was the other thing? Oil? Yeah, here we go. So I'll knock off a few more of these. And I'm not going to use the glowing eggs, because I know those are in a different recipe that's actually pretty nice. I just want to get rid of some of these, so I can make sure to keep collecting them. Alright, that should be good enough. And then what can I do with my sea cakes? Can I make tough cakes right now? No, I don't think I have any rubbery meat. No, I do not, but I think I had something adjacent to that, right? Tasty cake? I can probably make some tasty cakes. Where am I at on eyeballs? I got some eyeballs. Let me make some tasty cakes then. One of these. One of these. Tasty cake. One of these. Is tasty cake. Oh, the clip of considerable length from what was that? Prince of Persia? Yet another example of my mouth working faster than my brain. If I have any talents in this world, that's probably one of them right there. Ivanowitch, hey, welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? Good to see you as always. Yeah, we are playing Aqua Lady, I think? Aqua Woman? I don't remember. I think the only female character from the Aquaman universe I can remember was Mera, which is probably a better name than any of the ones I just came up with. But yeah, you're on the right track. We are playing an aquatic indie Metroidvania called Aquaria. And even though this is my second playthrough of the game, I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I actually almost went extra long on stream last night just because I wasn't keeping track of the time and I was having too much fun with it. Honestly, if I didn't have something to do that required me to get up early, I probably would have just streamed for a long time. Wait, this is evening? Ooh, it's always evening somewhere. That's a good philosophy to have. I don't know, just didn't want to call you Aqua Moon. Fair enough. Fair enough. Call me just about anything. I'm cool with it. Alright, I think we're going to explore the southern reaches of this area before anything. See what we can find over here. And we'll go from there. Oh, he's an ugly little bastard. And I didn't see if he has any particular attacks, so fine by me. Green bulbs, probably going to need to find a use for those before too long. Oh, you just checked out the image, Shira? How badass is that? Yeah, there is an image that Elena created yesterday out of a running gag we were having in the stream. Feel free to check it out in stream chat. It's pretty awesome. And kudos again to Elena for making it. Alright, yeah, I think this is where we want to explore right now, if it has what I suspect is down here anyway. Oh no, is that another stream clip? What one is that now? Or no, that's another old one. What clip is that, Elena? I don't want to alt-tab out too much because Aquaria gets a little fussy about it. So I gotta be a little careful. A little careful, at least. Oh my god, I keep forgetting how huge the Kelp Forest is. This is, I think, the second biggest area in the game. The Kelp Forest is, anyway. Really is massive. Second or third largest. Either way, it's really big. And there is a lot to explore in here. I'm hoping there's a second turtle in here. I think there is a second turtle in here. Which is good, because otherwise getting around is a little difficult with all this area to cover. That's the one where I commit seppuku due to computer terminal. Yes. I had an option in a computer terminal in KOTOR to basically destroy the computer terminal. And I thought it meant the computer terminal of the guy I was watching via camera, but no, it meant the one I was actually using. So I pushed the button and just blew up my own computer terminal and completely party wiped. And I think that was actually my first party wipe in the entire game, which makes it even more hysterical. Alright, yeah, I think this is what I remember it is, in which case this is a good thing to take care of now. Although I haven't saved in a really long time, so that's a little bit spooky. Oh jeez, made the jellyfish freak out. But I need your delicious oil, jelly oils. Oh, I didn't even drop any, son of a bitch. Really hope there's a save point around here. Check up here. Ooh, lots of fish. Good place to farm for oil if I can remember this. What do we have over here? Nothing in particular. Alright. Well, we've got another area transition here. Let's see what this is. Oh, looks like there's a save crystal in here. Good deal. The Fish Cave. Alright. This place doesn't look too huge. Let's go save. Just in case it gets dangerous. I mean, the Fish Cave doesn't sound too dangerous, but I suppose I could probably describe most of the game. So just in case, just in case. The game is so fishy. Just a little fishy. Not too fishy, though. Lots of multicolored fish in here. It's kind of pretty. And what do we have here? We have a stone with one of my singing symbols on it. Doesn't appear to react to me singing it, though. So you're playing an aqua woman and you're killing fish? Well, sure, because fish are delicious, Ivanovich. Fish are so tasty. Alright, what about over here? Does this react? No, so that stone doesn't react either. Interesting. What do we have down here now? Alright, so it looks like all of the arms in this cave have these little rocks with my singing symbols on it. Except the one with the actual save point in it. But, let's check this one out first. Oh, sorry, I had to sneeze. Do we have to do it in a certain order? Possibly, but I see, I don't see anything occurring. Like, it's not glowing or anything to give me an indication that anything's happening. But there is one other thing I noticed that has an interesting color, and that's these fish. So let me try something. Let me actually verify. I think up here... Yeah, up here is the star rock. So what if I go down here? Hello! And sure enough, all the fish with that color start following me. So maybe if I can lead them up there... Maybe that's what the game wants. Let's see. Almost there, guys. Alright, now the stone's glowing. So that must have been what I needed to do. So I'm going to leave them there, and the stone stays glowing. Alright, that looks like the right thing. It's a trap, Shane. Nemo is coming to get you. Oh, jeez. But he'll have to find me first. Haha. The tables, they have been turned. Alright, so another 5 of them right here. Come on, guys. Or is that... Ooh, that's actually more than 5. I don't know actually how many I need to get, so I'll just get as many as possible. You can see I can't move while singing either, so that sort of restricts me a little bit. And see, some of them start wandering off immediately, but that seems to have done enough. Zero is Dory! Oh no, I've been betrayed. This whole... How long have you been Dory, Zero? How long has this been going on? Oh no. Alright, so that's 2 down, I think 2 to go. And I don't think I need more than 3 for this, but still, I'm going to grab as many as I can. Just to make sure I've got a nice buffer, if nothing else. Come on, guys. Keep up with the party. Let's bring you in here so you don't wander off. Alright, and we're good. I hear you're playing on mouse and keyboard. You don't like controller? I generally prefer mouse and keyboard. For most games, there are a few games that I will play mouse and keyboard, or play with a controller, just because I think they're basically designed for them. But in this case, I prefer the precision for like the shooting that I get from a mouse and keyboard. Some of the shooting segments I think would actually be a decent amount harder with a controller, or at least that's my feeling. Like some people really like playing FPSs on console. Hello? Oh, something's happening.
By entering the fish form, I became one with the simple creatures of Aquaria. I could swim past some of my enemies without detection, and navigate small passageways with ease.
I'm a fish! Woo! Woo! But yeah, some people prefer playing FPSs with a controller, and that's fine, but I'm miserable at them. So yeah, in general, I generally default to keyboard and mouse, and just for some games that were really built for consoles, I will go for controller with them. Like, what was it? Darksiders I played with a controller, and I had a lot of fun with that. And I think it was pretty much designed for that. OMG fish, right? And Elena, how long has this been going on? I sing terribly out of key there. That was bad. I apologize for that. I had to. Had attempted at least. Shane needs to play Dark Souls on keyboard and mouse. Fun fact, Ivanovich, the first time I tried Dark Souls, I was on keyboard and mouse. And it went really badly. Actually, the first time I played Dark Souls, I've told this story on stream a couple times, but I'll gladly tell it again if anyone's curious. First time I played Dark Souls, I made just about every mistake you could possibly make with the game. And one of them was playing on keyboard and mouse, which did not go well. See, so now I can fit through little spaces like that right there. Kind of a stretch, kind of a squeeze to get through them, but I can. So yeah, now when I go back and find some of those little tiny areas, I can squeeze through them now. So that's my new ability. Streamer's fish RP is atrocious. I know. I have no excuse. No excuse whatsoever. Unfollow. Do what you must. I understand. Going to one of my favorite restaurants in a few hours. What kind of restaurant is it, Zero? I feel like we've talked about this before. Is it a curry restaurant, or am I thinking of something else? Either way. Oh, jeez! I don't know what happened there. The camera just sort of jumped off me and I think the spider took off, but that was a little scary. That's what the game's about? I must have been missing the point then. By a lot. Come on, you goddamn jellyfish. Give me jelly oil. Give me jelly oil. Brazilian pasta. Not even sure if that's a thing. Some sort of spider trilobite thing? Scary is what it is, Elena. Scary as fuck. I am not a big fan of spiders, and I am not afraid to admit that. Spiders kind of scare the crap out of me, and I will go out of my way to avoid them whenever possible. Of course, you know, anybody that actually owns or has a place that they live in indoors probably does have to deal with them, as I do, but that doesn't mean I enjoy it. It's an Italian one. There's lots of appetizers, which I love, and cheese and salami and stuff. Ooh. What is your favorite dish from there, Zero, if you don't mind my asking, since we're already putting you on the spot and giving you the whole quiz here? Not a spider fan either. There are some people that are fans of spiders. I know my old roommate, I think, actually said she wanted a pet tarantula at some point because she thought they're cute. Oh, so the spiders, after they die, they take a dive, is what I think I'm seeing there. That's kind of weird. Oh, and they do drop spider eggs down there if I wait for it. Cool. Since I do have a recipe that uses spider eggs, that's handy. Although that guy almost shot me in the face right there. That was a little dangerous. Spider-Man is okay. Yeah, I can respect that. Spider-Man is okay. Spider rolls in sushi restaurants are okay. Spider climb in Dungeons & Dragons, I'm down with that as well. Good spell right there. Always make sure to take that into your dungeons. My favorite dish is the appetizer special. It always changes. Comes with 9 different seasonal stuff. Generally fancy cheese, fried pasta, some raw meats, green beans, other cool stuff. Oh, you got a picture. Yes. Yes, food chat has begun, ladies and gentlemen. And once this train starts rolling, it doesn't stop anytime soon. Yeah, I apologize in advance, hey Bread, but I tend to get a little snacky on stream, and so when people bring up food, I'm like, oh god, yes, let's talk food. I apologize about that. I apologize, but I will not put a stop to it. I'm just a food lover in general. A food lover is a very polite way to say I'm kind of a fatty, but food lover is a nice way to put it. I love different types of food. I think my favorite right now is I'm eating a shitload of sushi, and also I have a wing restaurant I enjoy very much nearby me that I go for MMA events, watching them on their nice TVs. I think that's most of the eating out I do. There's also a really nice fish fry restaurant around my where I live. Really, really fresh stuff. Really tasty stuff, too. I need to go back there. They don't have the best hours for a night guy like me. But their food is amazing. Alright. Oh, no, he ate me! No, he ate me. Oh, God. Ow! Son of a bitch! Alright, so much for that plan. I have to try sneaking past him the same way I did before, I think. Oops, nope, he just ate me again. Does a decent amount of damage, too. Ow! I can see there's stuff behind him, so I really want to get past him. And I remember remember at one point I actually damaged the son of a bitch. The last time I played the game anyway, but I can't remember how I did it now. I do remember it took some doing to figure out how to actually hurt him. No, I don't remember how to do it. Son of a bitch. Look, you just ate, Elena. What was for dinner tonight, if you don't mind my asking? Ooh, alright. I may have to check that out later, Zero, but thank you for sharing it. God damn it, I can see there's stuff behind him, but I can't get to it. Alright, we'll come back to that later. I think I've actually got an idea of what I need to do with him, so I will come back later. On the way out of this area, and I'll check him out. See if I can kick his ass then. Tell him his mother was a hamster and his father smelt of elderberry. I think you may have heard that one before. That may lessen its sting a little bit. That how to do it. Oh my god. You can tell a good restaurant, I think, because they have good appetizer platters, because they're willing to throw all their appetizers on a platter and say just try all of them. That usually means, to me at least, everything in the restaurant is good. Go ahead and try all of it. Pistol shrimps. Pistol shrimps. So good and cheap too for Japan food. Only $10 per plate. Ooh, for a big appetizer platter, that's not terrible. Not terrible at all. PM it to me on Discord. Thank you so much, Zero. I appreciate it. And unfortunately, as I said, I can't often really alt-tab out to check these things during streams, so if you got something you really want me to see, please, if at all possible, PM it to me on Discord, and I'll be able to check it out once the stream is over. If you don't use Discord, I understand and I respect that, but it is the handiest thing for me anyway. I know, I appreciate that, Zero. I'm just getting that out there for everybody. I want to make sure people know. It is a good thing to understand. Oh, and thank you for sharing the link to Discord there too, Zero. I appreciate it. If I haven't said it already this stream, if anybody is interested with chatting with me outside of the stream, Discord's the best way to do it, and I would love chatting with any and all of you, so feel free to join that and say hello. It's a little quiet right now, but we do get some nice chatter going on about the games we play in here. We've got a food chat sub that doesn't get enough use really, but have some good chatter about some different types of food in there. All kinds of stuff. Chat machine, after hours, only $9.99.99 a minute. There's another way I can fund that new stream PC. There you go. I think you may have found my new business model there, hey Brad. I'm making a note of that. My hourly rate is brutal, but it's worth every penny. Promise you that. Every penny. Alright, where am I going? Right, we'll go ahead and explore up here. I'm pretty sure our eventual destination in the Kelp Forest is all the way up north. So we're going to start working our way up there, but again, we want to cover as much territory as we can because there is a lot to discover in here. A lot of good items to be had, so I want to make sure I don't miss too much. What if I want to chat with Nightbot, Shane? Well, then that, unfortunately, you're going to have to stay in here, because Nightbot lives in here. He's kind of a boring guy. He doesn't get out very much. Too busy being an angry babysitter, I suppose. Only $9.90. Exactly, Shira. Pretty good, eh? Now we're bringing in the memes from the other channels, too. Alright, I still haven't found any jelly oil, son of a bitch. Alright, well I need to do something with all these leaves, because they are amazing, so... I still don't think I've found anything else I can do with leaf poultices, which is unfortunate. What if I mix a leaf poultice with a... fish meat? Nothing! Damn it. What if I mix a leaf poultice with a egg? Nothing? Son of a bitch. Striking out here. Alright, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Make a few more leaf poultices then to use up our leaves and increase our supply. There we go. Anything else we need to use up right now? We don't have any use for bones or crab meat, so there's nothing we can do with those, unfortunately. Is there anything I have that uses oil and meat? Have I found anything that does that? Yes, that makes hot soup. Could use that to make hearty soup, I suppose. No harm in it. I guess so. Be back later, work beckons. Alright, Elena, thank you for stopping by, and hopefully I'll see you later. Otherwise, take care and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Let's see, what else do I... Alright, so let's make a little bit of hot soup then. That's oil and meat. Do I have any of that? I thought I had some hot soup in here somewhere. Do I not? What did I do with it? No, there's the hot soup. Alright. Meat and oil. And then how did I make that into hearty soup? I'll just combine it with more meat. Alright, let's go ahead and turn our hot soup into hearty soup. Already forgot what the recipe is. What is it? Oil? Meat, sorry. Way off base there. Boom. Sheen, your previous playthrough, were you able to randomly find recipes to trial and error? I believe you can. I'm pretty sure they even get noted down in your recipe book once you find them. But even though you've got 13 pages of recipes, it still can be a little difficult to find recipes when you need to. So I don't want to spend too much time just bulldozing through combinations, especially since so many of these ingredients I really need to make delicious recipes, like Tasty Cake. So generally it's just when I get full on items that I'll try and make a few new ones. Incidentally, let's make another spicy roll. I think we need to get rid of some of that spicy meat. Spicy rolls are so important in the game. Because they... Oh, I can't make them here, that's why I haven't made them. You have to make them at a kitchen. But they increase the damage your shots do. No, I don't think I have quotes enabled in here yet. I probably should change that. I probably should actually turn on quotes at some point, but I just kind of haven't yet. I know I have said some things that are kind of quote-worthy, so I should probably look into that. Alright, that looks like a shortcut backwards, so I'm not going to take that just now. Explore that in full later, though. Food! Hashtag facts! I probably did say that at some point. Probably will be saying it again soon as well. And look at that! It's a save point you can only get to with fish form. So I would have been kind of pissed off if I came up here without fish form. Because then I just couldn't save right here. And how irritating would that be? Fish form, if I remember correctly, is actually an optional form in the game. You don't ever have to get it. And that just means you can get into situations like that. Oh, sweet jelly oil, finally. You can get into situations like that where you see the save point and you just can't get in. And maybe you can beat the game without ever having to get in there. Kind of infuriating, I think. Hashtag bring Gino back, yes. I don't know if anybody else in here has ever played Mario RPG, but I had a character called Gino that as a small child was just my favorite character in pretty much anything ever. I just thought he was the biggest badass, and I think he was kind of written for that express purpose, is to make small children think he was tremendously badass. And it totally worked. I was totally on board. And then they really haven't ever brought him back in any future Mario games or anything, because apparently it's believed that Square Enix may own the rights to him, not Nintendo. And Nintendo just sort of decided it's not worth fighting over. And so they haven't fought over it. Oh jeez, oh jeez. Another sea dragon. And close quarters too, so that's gonna make things a little difficult. Still, their drops are so good. Need those fantastic drops. Cool. And I don't take any damage for touching him either, which is a nice bonus. So all I have to do is dodge his shots, which is a little easier to do. That's not even my final form. Small children, it's a doll. It is a doll, but he's like a doll that's kind of like a Power Ranger, and he shoots lasers, and he saves the universe, and he's constantly holding the line, towing the line for justice. I'm on board for that. Hashtag bring Gino back. I don't know if it's Square doesn't want to license it, or Square wants to charge too much to license it, or Nintendo just doesn't want to pay to license it. I have no idea what the situation is, but that's what it sounds like from what I've understood anyway. Alright, so you've seen before I can't actually blast these guys, but they will damage me if I get too close. So what I have to do is I have to sing the song that's the same color they are, and that'll draw them away. I'm going to pull them all out of my path so I can get through there. There we go. And then I can just slip through. The jukes, thank you, Zero. Glad you enjoyed the jukes there. Alright, we got two paths here, and I think I'm going to want to try the lower one just to see if there's anything down there, first of all. Alright, I think that should work. I'm going to beast form so I can fight the current. Ooh, that's a really strong current, too. Doesn't look like there's anything down there, though. So, alright, fair enough. A seahorse surely tried PCP. There's a scary thought. Don't do PCP, kids. It's dangerous. Ooh. So they all close in on me. No, thank you. Maybe it's because they're having a blast already. Yeah! Oh, I can't do that scream. Just go ahead and put on your sunglasses when you do that if you have your CSI sunglasses handy. And if you don't have your CSI sunglasses ready, well, you weren't prepared for the stream, I don't think. Oh, they don't hurt me when I touch them, so they're just an obstruction. Alright, that works too. Oops. Trying to pull that out of the way to see if there's anything underneath it, but I don't. Alright, I can switch forms so I'm still pulling things, so there we go. And there is, in fact, nothing underneath it. So that was a waste of time. Dead epic dodges. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm trying. Like I said, this area isn't necessarily as out and out difficult as some previous areas. The big problem is just in all the energy blasts that kind of fill the space. So dealing with the enemies isn't terrible. It's dealing with all the firepower flying around that gets me into a little trouble. Alright, I think we're just through the heavy currents. So you can see we did need to get beast form before we came into the Kelp Forest. That's one of the requirements to get in here. But otherwise it can be done interchangeably with the area of the Vale that I was in yesterday. Chanel is the best. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you. No, I'm not spectacular at video games, but I've got my accomplishments that I appreciate. I have beaten this game before, and I am proud of that. I think if you haven't seen the game before, you may actually be kind of impressed by how ball-bustingly hard the last couple hours are. Because, man, the last couple hours are pretty hard. And I haven't died too many times in the game yet, but you're going to see some deaths near the end of the game. Seriously, it gets intense. Shane is like the best player in the world. Well, we're getting way out of hand at this point. You're making a legend that I may not be able to live up to. I don't want to give people the wrong idea being that I'm good at video games. I like playing video games, I have fun playing video games, I enjoy showing other people video games, but good's a strong word. Good's a strong word. Let's not say things that we maybe can't take back. Dolphinately, making him embarrassed. Not even squidding. We're back to the puns again. Beautiful. Alright, so I can't get down there, so there's a little area right there that I wasn't able to get to, but it looks like I can get through it through this tiny path up there. So I imagine that's a fish farm area that I'll have to go to later. Good deal, I can do that. We got fish farm. Not a problem. Plenty of leaves, good deal. Might actually be full on leaves again. Yes, I am full on leaves again, so... is there anything else we need to try as far as leaf poultices? I don't think so. Ooh, no, we can make another healing poultice though, can't we? Because we finally got some jelly oil. So let's make another one of those. Alright, good deal. Thank you, healing poultice. And it's 7 of 8, not bad, not bad. And then we're going to want to make, I'll make one more. And then what was it I was doing to burn off my things before? Oh, I don't really have anything, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll have to leave it there. I can make some veggie cakes. I guess that's not a bad thing to do if I can make some sea cakes. I don't have that many eggs, so I don't think it's worth my while right now. No, we're good for right now. This is seriously the best stream. Good one, that one was reaching deep. I think no one could do better than Shane. That's straight to Shira, I'm counting. I think you could do better. Struggling with because my brain wants to correct it to the right one. I'm really trying though. You know, I actually did that with Zero the other day. I was talking to somebody and I was saying something about somebody having 0 chance of accomplishing something, and I actually typed it out Z320 instead of actually the actual word 0 because I'm so used to typing it that way. What is this? Hello? Oh, another artifact. Cool. I forgot to check what that other treasure we got earlier was, too, in the dark area. Odd container. The bubbles trapped inside this container amuse me. Oh my god, it's one of those little... It's one of those little chests from aquariums. That's kind of cute. Alright, I'm not seeing anything in that area except those little bouncy pads, so I suppose it's supposed to make the area a little more frustrating to get through. That's fine. We got through it okay. Has been a while since we saved though, so we're gonna have to be a little careful about that. Sea junk, pretty much. Pretty much. Most of the artifacts in the game are just cosmetic collectibles. They get put inside of your... they get put inside of your home and make it look a little different. Some of them have little minor cosmetic variations. Holy shit. But for the most part, they don't do anything. However, the ones that do something are usually spectacular. Like, there's a couple of armors in the game, and those armors are classed as artifacts. So you always do want to be looking for those artifacts. Anytime you see something that looks like an artifact, you gotta jump on it just in case. And, alright, looks like we're heading to a new area. Another sea snake, those bastards. Hello, that's a freaky looking corpse with all those vines in it. And new save spot. Very nice. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, I think we may have found the boss. That looks like a very suspicious dead end right there. And another one of those bulbs that we can't do anything with just yet. Another song plant gives us another hand roll. Alright, so we're ready for another boss, folks. Boss number 3, I believe, and the first boss tonight. As the music slowly quiets down. Alright, I think I'm about as equipped up as I can get. Unfortunately, I haven't seen a kitchen in a while, so I can't build the really good recipes, so let's go in with what we got. Good luck, thank you, Zero. Oh! This music, I love this music. I'm actually going to let you guys enjoy the music for a little bit. Ow. Snack! Alright, what now? Ooh. A symbol. Wow! If I remember correctly, when her eyes are open, I can actually damage her. So let's cheat a little bit. Eat a spicy roll to increase my damage. Blast the hell out of her, speed this thing up a bit. But then she closes her eyes and now I can't damage her again. Ooh, ow. At least I'll be able to take these things out a little quicker too. Snack! Took him out nice and quick as well. Music reminds me of old Crash Bandicoot. Ooh! Kinda does, doesn't it? Or kinda does sound like that, doesn't it? Alright, another thing to sing. Ooh, alright. Hit her! Alright, good, good. It's fun music though, isn't it? It's very different from what we've been hearing before. I like it a lot. Snakes? Oh, 2 snakes. That's not good. Ow. 3 snakes? Holy crap. I need to heal up real quick. And I may as well use a leaf poultice since I've got way too many of those. Don't have to use my top tier healing items just yet. And blast her! Alright, hopefully we advanced another, another tier. These things are a bit tricky to dodge. Snakes! Snakes! Ow! Ow! Oh no! No, 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 no. Wow, I took a lot of damage there. That was really bad. Bad gameplay. Gotta wait for snakes to disappear. Holy shit. Oops, no, not that. Nope, nope, change forms. There we go. Oh, son of a bitch, I completely missed it because I was pressing the wrong button. Oh, that sucks so hard. Alright, that's okay. We'll redo the wave then. Ow. Alright, let's eat another spicy roll to speed this up a bit. Hit her, hit her. Oh wow, that didn't last long. I think once I do enough damage, she just closes her eyes anyway, so there's only so much I can speed it up. Oh, and here comes the snakes. I got one. I have to hit him right in the eye, otherwise they don't disappear. Although they disappear after a time! Ooh, wow, I took a lot of damage there. Alright, let's use one of my good healing items then, the healing poultices. Because I've only got a couple of tough cakes. There we go. And then another leaf poultice, because we've still got plenty of leaves. Spicy. Spicy! Cosplay Diver! Hey, thank you for the host right there. How are you doing this evening? Welcome into the stream. Caught us just as we're fighting one of the bosses, but I think she's almost done. Oh, damn! She's almost done, but she's putting up a hell of a fight now. Oh, no, snake! Snake! No, snake! No, snake! Snake, no! Oh, I did a bunch of damage. Did we beat her? Yes! Enjoy the cinema.
The Drunias lived in peace for many years, living in harmony with nature. Until one day, when without warning, they experienced true fear for the first time. A greater god, one with immense power, was ashamed of his creations. Through anguished tears he screamed out, tearing the Druniads apart in his turmoil. Though he slaughtered their entire race, he could not bear to kill their mother. And so, I had come to inherit her power. My veins hardened into vines, bark encased my skin, and moss sprouted from my back and head. In this form, the natural world whispered to me, and I could feel the promise of creation stirring within.
Alright, so now we have gotten plant form, so let's see what it can do. If I click, let's see, right click, shoots out a little seed that makes flowers, which doesn't seem to do much, and that's true, but it does. If I charge up the attack, then it does this. Makes that big spiky thing, which, number one, it's an impassable barrier. So I can use that to block off passages if I've got a badass enemy chasing me, and also it does damage to enemies too. So especially on big, tough enemies, I can plant that right there and it'll do persistent damage if it stabs into them, which is really nice. We catch up on chat real quick. That's a spicy snack. It is. Spice must flow. Killed the spicy pineapples. That was a tough battle. There was a lot of stuff flying around unpredictably. Alright, way past bread time, bread. I understand completely. Thank you for stopping by as always. I appreciate seeing you, and you take care of yourself if I don't see you. What is that? That's some kind of power, I guess. Very phallic power, but it's a cactus. It's just a cactus. There is one fun thing I can do with that. Check this out. So if I dash into the wall, I stick to it. And what happens if I plant the cactus right underneath me? It's tough to do. It's tricky to do, but this is actually pretty funny. See if I can get this done. Sometimes you can really get it to hurl you in one direction, but it can be tricky to do. Is it a cactus? Is it? I think so. Possibly. So there is one other thing that plant form can do, which I want to show you right now. I'll be able to show you right around the corner. Let me save first. Make sure I get the fruits of my labor. Trying to get impaled by the cactus. I think it's mostly past the veil above ground. You can chuck yourself, but it is pretty funny. So here's the other thing. Remember these big blue bulbs we've been coming across that we said we couldn't actually interact with? There you go. Once I have plant form, I can open them up, swim into them, and they link to other blue bulbs. Ease peas. So unfortunately the map doesn't show me what links where. That would actually be very handy, but no. That means we do have a way to interact with those blue bulbs now, so that's very nice. Is it still PG-13? Whoever said it was PG-13. This is hard R, baby! Hard R! But yeah, so this is the last of the... Ooh, hello. Ghost lady? Ghost lady again. More visions, I assume? No, nothing. Kind of weird. Laughing so much. Good deals there. Oh, hey, another turtle. Fantastic. There was another turtle in here. That's good. That's good. So plant form is the last of the major gating powers. It's what allows us to move through those blue bulbs. So now we'll be able to explore almost everywhere. The only areas that we can't explore now are the dark places. And before anybody starts making any Lion King jokes on me, those require the very last form to go through. However, they lead to the end game area 0. Holy crap! Cactus hype with the quotes right there. 0, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate that. Oh man, first tip of the stream too. Good deal. I still need to figure out if I want to do something like a bit boss or anything, but I really don't want to mar the screen any, so I'll have to figure something out. But either way, your bits are appreciated. But now to the core of the question. Oh yeah, but just to finish what I was saying. So yeah, the only thing left is the ability that lets me go in dark areas, but that just leads to an endgame area, so I won't really need that until I'm ready for the endgame, which I'm not yet. Eyeball. There we go. Would you say the cactus is of considerable length? It's pretty considerable. You know, not considerable compared to, you know, other things, other hypothetical things that I won't get into spectacular detail of, but, you know, it's decent length. More eyeballs. Nice. Of course, they keep falling down here, so I can't get them easily. But we're going to head back into the Kelp Forest proper real quick in order to check out a couple of those areas that we couldn't get through without fish form before. Because there are a couple other rewards I want to snag in here while we're in the area. Ooh, Shira actually getting up there in points. Very nice. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Maybe I can hit this guy with a cactus. Maybe? No, that doesn't seem to do him any damage. Oops. I'm getting hit by piranhas. Wow, I took a whole bunch of damage from them. Damn it! Oh, no, he passes right through that. How the hell did I kill this guy? I swear I killed this son of a bitch before, but I can't remember how now. That kind of sucks. And I need to get behind him because there is something behind him. Can't for the life of me remember how to do that. Son of a bitch. I'm sure it'll come to me later. Alright, so yeah, we're getting actually pretty far in the game at this point. After I finish gathering up some stuff here, so I don't have to come back anytime soon, we'll head back to the Vale, which is that above-ground place where we ended the stream last time. Oh yeah, here's one other thing you can do with plant farm. I forgot. Remember these red bulb things? You can get pearls out of them. Now, right here, that isn't really a big deal, but if you remember, we've seen some before that are near pearl holders. So we're going to want to go back there eventually and get the pearls out of those and move them back to the pearl holders, where they can do some good. Oh, damn it! There's another fishy bastard there, too. Only I can remember how I killed him. I remember last time I played this game, I was really determined to kick his ass. Because, you know, it's me. That's the kind of thing I do. And I did eventually figure out how to hurt him. And I remember even hurting him was actually a difficult proposition. Because he's tough and you have to hit him just right. It's not super important, but I know there is stuff behind him. And I do like stuff so very much. Burn off a couple of these leaves, since I've got so many of them they're not collecting. Hair plus L? Is that it? You consider doing a fish-only run of this? I don't think I could. You can't actually damage anything in fish. You can dodge a lot of things. So you can get through a large swath of the game just as a fish. But the problem there is that you won't be... Since you aren't killing any enemies, you won't be collecting any cooking ingredients. And that means when you get to bosses that you actually do need to fight, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Alright, there's a pearl holder right there. So we do need to get one of those pearls and bring it back here. So let's go do that. Cleared out most of the enemies, so I think we should be relatively safe. But either way, I think I keep forgetting that I can switch forms after I grabbed onto something. But yeah, you don't actually even get the fish form until you've been through almost half of the game, usually. So you wouldn't be able to just start out as a fish anyway. You'd have to build up to it. Alright, here we go. Drop that in there, and then power it up with energy form. And what is through this way? Hello. Oh, alright. I think I know where this leads. So let's go ahead and work our way through here. As you can see, this actually leads to a good chunk of map, which is pretty interesting, considering it's gated anyway. So let's see, how exactly do we want to do this? Alright, we want to explore over here a little bit. See what's over here. Nothing much, it doesn't look like. Except this, what is that? Is that an artifact? No, I have no idea what that was. Let me move this rock. Nothing underneath it. Where's Nemo? I'm looking. I'm keeping an eye out for him. I may have accidentally blasted him at some point. That may have happened. I can't guarantee that didn't happen. If so, I apologize to the friends and family of Nemo. But hey, G, welcome into the stream. Good to see you, as always. How are you doing tonight? Alright, this rock looks like it's got something under it. Get this out of the way. And it does not. Instincts are totally wrong at all times. Ouch. Ooh. What is this ugly bastard? Holy crap. Oh no! The hell is this dude? I've never seen a fish like him before. It seems like it takes a lot of damage too. There we go. And he only dropped a little bit of health. Oh well, we're able to get past him now, so we get into fish form. And zoom through here. Who am I? I'm Shane. Shane from Shane is Games. You know me, GE. Yeah, that fish was hideous. He had like 3 eyes or something. Oh, sweet Margellia oil. And this is an egg. Let's see what it is. Alright, I have to sing to it to get it to hatch, right? There we go.
As I absorbed the essence of the verse, my life force was increased.
Yes! More health. Always need some of that. The good thing is, aside from the obvious problems of the obvious benefits of having more health, is my favorite of the healing items, the Arcane Poultice, just straight up restores you to full health. So the bigger your max health is, the more useful those are. Yet another reason I want to find those eggs wherever I can. I think there's still a couple more of them in the game, but I don't remember exactly. That's one ugly fish. What's this? Oh geez, Lightcore. Sorry about that. Yeah, I've got links disabled in stream. Put it in Discord? Alright, thank you, Lightcore. What is it, if I may ask? Just so I know what I'm getting into. I'm playing a few rounds of Smash Bros with my girlfriend. Which Smash Brothers, Shira, if you don't mind my asking? I mean, I'll assume it's one of the good ones, because pretty much all of them are good ones, but, oh, which one do you got? Which one do you got? Alright, let's head south next, and then we'll head to the east. Link says it's disabled. Interesting. Smash Bros. Wii U. Yes, I haven't tried that one, but I've heard good things. You and your girlfriend enjoy it, Shira. Have a good time. And I will see you around. Have yourself a good weekend if I don't see you again before then. Got the one for GameCube and N64 and... I am a big fan of the one for N64, and I know it gets a lot of flack. But honestly, I just love the simplicity of it. It's pure, it's simple, you don't really need to know anything to get into it. That's my kind of fighting game there. I hate memorizing combos. That's why I don't actually play a lot of fighting games, but Smash Bros. Super Nintendo, that's my kind of fighting game. GameCube best version, I know that's the general consensus. And I'm certainly not going to fight anybody over it, but my preference has always been the N64, just the pure beauty of it. I think, honestly, a lot of people say it's unbalanced, but I'm so bad at fighting games that I don't really get to the point where the unbalance matters. As well as my group of friends, too. So, yeah, I think it's fine. Nice, nice. Why? What was it, Lightcore? I see it's a Google link shortening link. But of course, by definition, I can't tell what those are. Get him! These guys, those jumpy, bitey fish people, the technical name, I believe, actually have a surprising amount of health. They're a little difficult to beat up on. But I don't think I said welcome into the stream, Lightcore. How are you doing this evening? N64 is great too, reminds me of a good friend. I think pretty much anybody that does like the N64 version has some happy memories of couch co-op. Or I suppose more couch competitive with it. You know, a certain time and place is what you're going to get from remembering that. Doing great, Lightcore. Good to hear. I am doing good as well. I'm having a pretty awesome weekend, and even though this is the wrap-up for that weekend, I am still happy for everything I was able to accomplish this weekend. Alright, I think that was a fish door up there, so we're going to want to check that out. So yeah, let's head up there. See what we can make of that. Pistol shrimps! Pistol shrimps! Oh man, just barely dodged that one, that was close. Those pistol shrimps do so much damage. Kill the shark, get delicious shark fin. Don't mind if I do. Swim up through the dangerous pointy guys. Ooh, made a more dangerous pointy guys of a different variety. Ow, those homing blasts. Alright, we're through there. And we're just going to want to go straight up, it looks like. So if you were just joining us now, we just beat the third boss of Aquaria. We got the plant form. And so now we're using that form to go unlock a couple of secrets that we weren't able to get to before. And of course there is that big fishy bastard that we still haven't figured out how to damage. Well, let's just go into this area then. I think there was a couple things to see in here. My friend would scream in my face, his saliva flying on his cheeks. Fiercely holding the controller and grunting when he lost to my powerful Kirby moves. Kirby was so fun in that game. I was a Pikachu guy. I thought Pikachu had a very nice varied moveset. That Thunder Shock of his down B, just reached on forever. And I know that was one of the things they nerfed in the GameCube version, but I enjoyed it very much. Google doesn't like the link, but Tiny URL does. That's unusual. I'll take that. Wowchers! Keep forgetting about these goddamn sea dragons and it blows my mind. And now he just took off before I could actually kill him good and proper. That bastard. Alright, through here is the save point? Or, oh, here's the, Right, I meant to come back here. This is where
the forest nymphs rested, for their mother had imparted her gift unto me. Now they sang a sweet, melancholic verse. Summer's passion fades to fall, and with fall comes the hope of winter. At the time, I had no idea what it meant.
At the time. Do you like all that ominous foreshadowing in the game? That they keep seeming to hint that things are going to get nasty later on? Ominous. Ominous. We must fight now! My friend's name is Pikachu. I could do a nice Pikachu too. Yes, Zero, let us fight. I've actually got my N64 hooked up to my TV over here, and I think Smash Brothers is sitting around somewhere nearby, so let's do it! Is there a way to see how much time I spent watching your stream, Shane? I don't think I have a command for that overall. I have a follow age command, but that's not quite the same thing. I mean, Revelo shows, Revelo is earned purely 1 point per minute, so you can reverse engineer how long you've been watching, not counting idling through Revelo if you want to. I think that's probably your best way. 8 months, 12 days. Holy shit, Zero. Been here, pretty close to day 1 right there, is what I'm seeing. That is impressive. I'm impressed. I don't think you're going to find too many people in here that are able to beat that follow age. Although feel free to check anybody who is curious. Alright, then after that, we've got another one of these. Which leads to this new area over here. Ooh, alright, we haven't even been in here. Looks like it's peaceful too, just a couple more items I can snag. Veggie soup recipe. Cool, new recipe. I don't know, Zero, if you know of any way to do a, if you know of any way to do a sort of command that can show you how long you've been watching, I'd be glad to hear about it. 6 months, 10 days. Hey, Bread, that is not nothing to laugh about either. Thank you very much for that. That's a long follow time right there. That is intense. Thank you so much for that. I mean, I'm thinking back now about all the things I've done in the last 6 months, and that is a long time to be following, most definitely. Alright, veggie soup, hot soup plus plant leaf. Gives me bonus speed and regeneration. Nice, I can be down with that. Been stalking you for a while. Stalk away, hey bread. Stalk away. Alright, so lots of little plants right here that I can pull out. So some good leaf farming, which is nice. A lot of areas, as I said, leaves are pretty hard to come by. And since they are primarily used for healing recipes, I'm going to want as many as I can get. Of course, I don't know why some of the plants give bones. That's a little disturbing. And what is this at the end of it? It looks like another artifact. Yep, it is. Sweet. Don't think it's retroactive? No, I can't imagine there's any way it would be. But still, yeah, Revlo's not retroactive either up until the point where I actually turned on Revlo, which really wasn't all that long ago. Still, that's not bad. That's interesting to see. Those fish look like fish with red afros. Oh, the little sprites! Oh, it does kind of look like afros, doesn't it? They're so cute. They're so cute. Alright, so the Sprite Cave was one of the things I wanted to do in here, and we got that accomplished very nicely. I think that's everything to see in here, so let's head out and see what else we need to see in this area. Caprocius! Bob Rossu! Bob Ross Senpai! Bob Ross is everything. It's so cute and delicious. We don't discuss that part though, that's rude. Alright, I see this thing up in the corner and I am intrigued. I think I have a suspicion what that is, so I'm actually gonna pop in here and save again. Because if it's what I'm thinking it is, it's actually pretty dangerous. We want to make sure we've got the most recent save possible before we dive into that. Yeah, let's save right here. What I'm thinking is, if I remember correctly, I think that's an optional boss. And optional bosses can often be badasses, so we want to be very careful. Optional bosses aren't always necessarily worthwhile either, but you get Chivos for beating optional bosses, that's always nice. And some of them give you some nice abilities or nice artifacts. I don't remember what this one in particular gives, which is why I'm just going to have to check him out, just in case he gives anything good. And I'm not even 100% sure it is an optional boss, that's just what I'm thinking, if I remember correctly. Not to get meta or anything. I usually like to give you guys, when possible, the experience of me being more or less blind in these games, but sometimes it is nice to have a little bit of the meta knowledge from having played before. Certainly handy, if nothing else. I can self-backseat. So weird to see Lightcore's green color in chat. I'm not really used to it. It's amber colored for you. It's purple for me right now. That is strange. Alright, so we will fish form and get through this little narrow crevice that we could see before but we couldn't interact with. And then see what we can find. More of those little jumpy, bitey fish dude right now. Lightcore, you have all the colors. Stop cheating. You gotta diversify, Zero. It's called diversification. Why have just one color when you can get all the colors? That's what I say. Oh, these poison ones have even more HP. It takes forever to actually shoot them down, but those jumps are a little unpredictable, so I want to get them out of my path before I can. Stop if I knew how. I think you can actually select in your settings a preferred color, if I remember Lightcore. Look in your Twitch settings. I think actually right below chat should be, if you click the gear, I think it's a setting you can choose. The advantage of playing games before is you can also present them in a better way. Sometimes. I think some games really benefit from a blind approach, but some games, like this one, I think is better that I've played it before, because there's some things I can structure a little better, but some games like adventure games or visual novels, I think it's best to go in blind so you can react to the story completely blind and show a completely blind, fresh perspective on them, if that makes any sense. You know, I want to be able to react to the story organically. I don't want to know the plot twists beforehand, because then I can't show you a really raw reaction. I can fake it sometimes, but in general, I'd rather just, I'd rather be shocked by shocking plot twists in front of you guys. I want to share those moments with you guys whenever possible, if that makes sense. Lightcore was always pink in here, really? I don't remember what I've seen Lightcore as color-wise in here before, off the top of my head anyway. But yeah, I'm glad you found it at least. That's why I'm able to be orange in pretty much every chat, is because orange is one of my favorite colors, so I just went ahead and picked that. Alright, looks like there's something I missed down here. Oh, that little grotto I didn't go into, but there's nothing here. There's a lot of currents right there. Nothing up there either. I think I'll continue cheating by not setting in color. Fair enough. Fair enough. Random colors does have its advantage. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. He's an ugly bastard on the stone. Ugly bastard on the stone. Wow! Holy crap, hacks! How am I supposed to dodge that attack? Actually, I've got an idea. I don't remember how to do shield song. That's bad. How do I do shield song? Oh, just back and forth between those two. Right. Let's go ahead and use a... Oh no, I don't have many tough cakes, so... Go ahead and eat a couple healing poultices right now. And then I will shield song next time he starts in with the lasers. Nope. There we go. Ow. Damn it. Oh, shoot. I got kind of distracted coming out of combat there, and I took a shitload of damage. Alright, yeah, let's eat a tough cake. There we go. And then return to the game. There we go. It works! Oh, briefly. It works briefly. I think I'm going to have to use a spicy cake on this guy. Ow, ow! Very briefly. Holy shit. Yeah, let's use a spicy roll on him. Do some more damage, otherwise he's going to wipe me out, I think. Ooh, ow! Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. Wow, this guy is really tough. more healing poultices, which is bad. I was really saving those for the important bosses, but, holy shit. There we go. Looks like the spicy roll damage helped. And he gives a special bulb. Is that it? No, there's got to be something else here. Piranha pet egg. Hello. And I got a pet piranha. Nice, I suppose I'll take that. Whew, tough fight though, tough fight. And the fact that everything happens underwater and you can't dodge fast enough, yeah, right? I was trying, but when he does that really fast attack, that was tricky to deal with. Hopefully your pet won't eat me. No, he's just a babby, and he's friendly. Oh yeah, I think I like the Piranha better than the Nautilus that I had before, because he tends to do a little bit more damage. You notice he is sort of sticking with the enemy and just biting on him there, whereas the Nautilus would just sort of occasionally dive at him. So I think overall he's a better pet. Pretty sure Shane tastes like tofu. That's a bold guess there, Zero. A bold guess. Now, I'm not sure what it's based upon, but I'm not sure I want to know either. Still a bold guess on your part. Alright, where do we want to head next? I feel like we explored this area pretty well, so I'm gonna head straight south. You notice these two appear to connect, but this is actually a weird layering problem. You know that in a lot of games, like the old 2D Legend of Zeldas and the old 2D Metroidvanias, they had to make the map so it made sense on a static 2D tile set. Well, this game doesn't do that. So these areas are actually contiguous. Or they're not actually contiguous, they layer on top of each other. So you can't get from here, where I just fought the boss, to here, where the Veil is. Which is a little unfortunate, especially because it makes the map a little more confusing than it maybe needs to be, but we can live with it. Read somewhere that human meat actually tastes like burnt tofu. Really? That's... yeah, I wonder how they figured that out as well. Gross experimentation, I suppose? Science. Eat this person for science! That's how you get rid of your lab mates. If you're working in a science lab, a biology lab, and you've got a colleague you don't particularly like. I think, you know, Carl, I think for science we're gonna have to eat Carl. You know, just for, you know, empirical science reasons, we're gonna have to eat Carl. But I'm sure he'll approve of the sacrifice. Just don't tell him about it beforehand. Just let him go out as a hero. A complete unknowing hero. He might be a little scared, so he might not want to jump into it, so just let it happen. Man, don't work with me in a science lab is the moral of that story right there. Murdering all of your pets, friends, and family. They disowned him. They disowned him, and so he devours them. You notice he was attacking him too. I didn't even tell him to do that. He was just going to town. Dude's a beast. Can't keep him down. Hello. What's up, dude? I do not know what this guy's deal is, but he's cute. He's very cute. Carl! You taste bad, Carl! You heading to dinner then soon, Zero, I hope? Pet probably thinks the protagonist is his mommy, and who am I? Who am I to try and convince him otherwise? I mean, I would if it wasn't so convenient. Man, there I go again, making myself sound like a secret villain again. How do I always manage that? So close to appetizer plate. Delicious! Delicious. Alright, let's continue heading south from here through the loading zone and then see where we want to go once we get there. Zero lusting after the delicious appetizer plate. Alright. Another area. I keep accidentally going to the menu instead of going to the map. Alright, I don't think there's anything we need to see in the other turtle area, so let's head straight down from here, I think. I don't remember if there's anything right over there. Motherhood? Convenient? Well, I mean, if all my pet does is, if all the baby that thinks it's his mama does is kill for me, and he doesn't actually need anything, that's kind of convenient. For me, at least. If you run out of food, you can always eat your pet. Exactly! Like a mobile snack. How can you turn that down? Do you have a preferred snack of choice? Something sweet, something savory? Salty is my preferred snack of choice, as I think is the case for many Americans. I like potato chips. I like beef jerky, particularly teriyaki jerky. Ooh, rubbery meat. I think those are my two favorite snack foods. Sometimes club crackers are something I like to snack on. Especially the wheat club crackers are very tasty. Or the whole multigrain, I think they're called. Multigrain club crackers. I like those a lot. What's your favorite chip flavor? Barbecue, absolutely. Barbecue Pringles, barbecue Lay's, barbecue Stacks, I think they're called. Pretty much any potato chip and barbecue I will be a fan of. How about you guys? Do you guys have any favorite snack foods? Or any preferred snack foods? Chin probably likes piranha jerky too. I've never tried piranha jerky, but you know what? I would go for that. You give me the opportunity and I'll be all over that. My old man, my dad, actually said once that when he was a child, he actually made squirrel jerky. And I can't imagine how that would even begin to work or taste. Oh, you're a fan of beef jerky too, Zero. Awesome, awesome. I know we've talked about snacks before, Zero. I don't remember what you said your favorite snack is. Feel free to share it. Alright, I was going to head straight south and see if there was anything down there. I don't remember if I've explored that area yet, so I'm going to want to check that out real quick. And then we will move on to the east and start working our way back towards the Vale, I think. Maybe with a quick stop towards Naja's home, because we'll be able to unlock almost all of the secrets of her home at this point, with all of our new abilities. And we'll be able to check out all the new artifacts that we've placed in there, which will be pretty cool. See, chippies for sure, or popcorn. Oh, alright, I kind of got out of popcorn, but Jiffy Pop is a nice thing to have every once in a while, the stuff you make on the stove. You know, it's a good thing there isn't any depth pressure change in the game, because the pressure should be crushing you right about now. Oh wait, we will actually be going much, much deeper. But no, you are correct, Elena. Depth pressure never becomes an issue in the game, which is definitely nice. I enjoy not being crushed to death. That's a very cool thing. I like jerky too, especially the thin, oily Asian kind. You know, I've had a teriyaki jerky, like I said, but I don't know if it's actually considered like Asian style or anything like that. Just Asian flavor, so I'm not sure if we're talking about the same thing. Either way, I do enjoy that kind of flavoring to it. Because yeah, regular jerky can be a little bit dry, and like the Jack Link's, I think is the brand teriyaki jerky, is a little more moist, a little more chewy, and I enjoy that. We have to go deeper. Always Inception jokes. Always Inception jokes. Never not Inception jokes. You know, for as much as people just make jokes about the movie Inception, honestly, how amazing is that movie, Inception? Freaking love that movie. Hello? Actually damaging this dude? Oh no, I remember. This dude right here is kind of a pain in the ass to actually damage. But if I remember correctly, he actually has a rare drop. So if I can actually damage him a bit, it'd be totally worth my while. I want to see if I can destroy this guy and get his sweet, delicious rare drops. But I don't seem to be doing a lot of damage to him, so I have to see what I can do. This is doing him some damage if I leave it in the right spot, it looks like. Oh yeah, that did a whole bunch of damage. Nice. Good, good. Keep that up. Oh, I already ran out of shots. Dang it. Blasting him. I can't tell if blasting was actually doing anything. Can I pull him off? Pull his shell off? No, that's not working out. We're gonna plant a mermaid in a game inside of a game. Whoa. I bet teriyaki jerky, it's not the same as the thin ones. Alright, I'm gonna have to check out Asian-style jerky sometime. I didn't know it existed. I'll see if, we have an Asian market around here, so maybe I'll check that out next time I'm in the area. Oh, it doesn't seem to... Oh no, I'm trapped. Oh, good deal. Speared myself. Good going, Shane. Excellent. Excellent shot there. Trapping yourself in the terrain. Thank you for that. Inception was a good movie. Leonardo took a big risk making it. True, true. Certainly, pretty much any actor considers most sci-fi movies to be kind of a risk. Because they're kind of niche and can pigeonhole actors. But no, I think that worked out pretty good for him. Can't tell what was damaging him, the piranha or the plant. Oh no, it seems like the plant damages him. Good deal. So that's one way I can do some damage to him. I apologize if this is not tremendously interesting, but like I said, he has a rare drop if I'm remembering correctly. And it's also a very good drop, so I am going to want it. But he's also got one of the highest HP totals in the game, including bosses. So this isn't going to be a quick process. But this seems to be doing it. This is doing a good amount of damage to him. Yeah, that actually got him to reverse too. Nice. The piranha wants to protect his mommy. How cute, I know! I love him. He's my son. My piranha child. Precious piranha child. He doesn't actually blink, but it makes the damage noise, so I have to assume I'm damaging him. Yeah, see, it doesn't look like it's actually doing any damage when I just blast him in energy form, or at least I can't tell. I don't know, maybe he is blinking? I don't know, it's really hard to see. I think it might be doing some damage to him. Alright, so yeah, snack foods are good. Let me ask too, while we're talking about foods, does anyone have a favorite dessert food in particular? Any specific dessert treat that maybe you don't get to get very often, but when you do, you'll always seek it out? Any sort of dessert that you'd like to make for yourself that's particularly tasty? Anything like that. For me, I really like, Reese's Blizzards from Dairy Queen. I'm a big fan of those. One of my secret family recipes from the Reveler Awards, my mother's recipe for cookie sheet cake. That's probably my favorite cake right there. Very tasty. Reese's Pieces, actually, as far as candy, is one of my favorites, too. Love Reese's Pieces. I used to be a big fan of Sixlets, back when they were pretty difficult to get a hold of. But once they became a little easier to get a hold of, I kind of ate too much, and now I'm a little sick of them. So, no Sixlets for Shane for a while. Oh, we did it! Despawn, you bastard, I need to get that. Divine soup. Alright, let's check that recipe. Oh, here it is. Divine soup. Royal soup plus magic soup, neither of which I know how to make yet. Speed +2 for 30 seconds. Heal +5. +5! Holy shit! That is good healing right there. So yeah, this was definitely worth the trip down here. And hopefully for you guys, worth the annoyance of having to fight that thing. But now, at last, we can move on. See what's through here. Ow. Oh god, you guys heard that, right? There's creepy faces in the wall, and then I heard creepy laughing. That's not a good sign. I don't like that combo right there. It's not a good combo. Let's see, in terms of exotic desserts, I like baklava. Baklava is very good, too. We've got some gyro places around here that sell some pretty good baklava, which I think is thematically appropriate. Oh, I see you have shark fin. Does that mean you can make shark fin soup? As a matter of fact, Lightcore. Right here, shark fin soup. Hearty soup plus shark fin. Makes you bite harder when you're in the beast form that allows you to bite enemies, which is kind of cute. Alright, where do we want to go from here? Let's head back this way so we can go to Naja's home. There's a few things we're going to want to unlock there, unless... No, this is not what I think it is. Again, the map overlaps a little bit there, so I get a little bit confused. So we're just going to have to continue over this way and then double back, I think. Shark fin soup is delicious IRL. I don't think I've had it. I've heard swordfish steak related is very tasty, but no, I've never had a shark fin soup, unfortunately. Hey, Spetterm, I believe is how you pronounce that. Welcome into the stream. How are you doing this evening? We are just talking food, as I am wont to do way too much. Yeah, I've been told that people who've had shark fin soup, I've heard very good things about. It's just not something I've tried myself. Alright, I don't think we need to go north from here, because that'll just lead us up into the Kelp Forest. I am doing pretty good, Spitter. Thank you for asking. It is about the end of my weekend, but I had a pretty enjoyable weekend, and I am having some fun times with this game. And hopefully, chilling and watching out will brighten your mood too. I will certainly do my best to make that so. Unfortunately, they made shark fin soup illegal in Canada. I imagine that's because a lot of sharks are on the endangered list at that point. Am I correct? In which case, yeah, I can get behind that ban. That's fine. I can certainly understand the reasoning. I don't want to see any sharks go extinct, as much as they are not something I enjoy being around personally. Still, there's biodiversity and whatnot. Spedderm, thank you for the follow and for the host right there. Glad you're enjoying the stream, and glad to have you around. Alright, decision time. Where do we want to head for here? Actually, yeah, it would be good to head back to Naja's home, because from there, we can turtle back into the area we need to go back to anyway. So overall, I think this is going to be a bit of a time saver. Let's just see if we can make the trip relatively quickly. I'm going to have to harvest that sweet, sweet jelly oil wherever I can, though. Also, the fact that it's mean to only keep the fins, and is that seriously what they do to make shark fin soup? They just take the fins? Yeah, alright, yeah, that's pretty brutal. Ban that PLZ. It's the same thing with rhino horns. As often they just take the horns and just leave the rhinos to slowly die, which again is not a thing I'm a big fan of. Rhinos are already hella endangered, so you know, poaching them I can understand is illegal and is hopefully going to be illegal until we can build up their populations again. If we can build up their populations. I suppose it's not a guarantee at this point even. Which is depressing, but it's just how it is. Don't eat endangered animals, folks. That's my advice / plea to you for the day. Don't do it. It's bad. Alright, making good progress. I don't think we're going to get to another boss today, another one of the big bosses, because we spent a lot of time in the Kelp Forest, and as I said, that area was significantly larger than the other areas we've been in, so that took a little bit longer than the other areas. I guess unicorns went extinct for the same reason. I mean, unicorns look delicious. I'd try some unicorn steak. Get me in on that. Unicorn steak, dragon steak, whatever you got. Hook me up, I'll give it a try. There's another question for you guys. What is the most exotic food you've ever tried? Or have you ever tried anything tremendously exotic? I think I've mentioned this on stream before, but my go-to as far as exotic foods is I have had alligator, barbecued alligator at one point, and let me tell you, it's delicious. Like, I almost didn't want it to be delicious because that's a strange thing to really enjoy and want more of, but no, barbecued alligator is pretty delicious. I had some at a town fair that they have around 4th of July here, and yeah, big fan of that. If you ever get the chance to try barbecued alligator, I would say go for it, is what I'm recommending. Yeah, I've had octopus too. I've had mostly whole octopus, or at least big chunks of it. I know I've had octopus sashimi, which is like a big tentacle of octopus, and that was really tasty. I've enjoyed that with a little bit of soy sauce. Sign me the heck up. Rhinos are going extinct for anything that makes as much sense as eating for subsistence. They are killed because people wrongfully believe that their horns are aphrodisiacs or some sort of mystical cure for disease. Yes, which is very frustrating because it can't just tell poachers not to do that, because as long as there's a buyer's market, that'll still be going on. Alright, new area of Naja's home. Explore over here. Frog legs and escargot. How did you like those, Lightcore? Either of those something you'd recommend? Either of them tasty? I have had neither of those, I don't think. Not frog legs or escargot. But I'm also a little squeamish when it comes to frogs because I enjoy them so much. That's why I'm always using that frog emote. So I don't know if I could bring myself to make to eat frog legs. I don't consider octopus exotic, but I'm Asian. Yeah, I wouldn't consider it super duper exotic, because certainly out where I am, pretty much any sushi place you can get octopus at, and we do have a lot of sushi places out here. But it is a little strange. Anybody that hasn't had octopus before, I think, is going to be a little blown away when you tell them, you should try octopus. It's great. Alright, I don't want to cook too much because there is actually a cooking station in here. Oh, hey. And there's the little, Oh, I see what it is. I got this little leafy-looking bag thing before, and now it's made a whole bunch of leaves nearby, so that's actually a little leaf farm I can come back to later, I suspect. Nice! So now I can farm leaves. I'm happy about that. They're both tasty. Alright, Lightcore. Thanks for the recommendation. I don't know if I'm ever going to have the courage to try either of those. I'll try and keep that in mind. Chalk it up to boners and idiotic people. Ah, that is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Rhinos are cool creatures too, so it would be sad if anything happened to them. Let's see, my mom cooked frog's legs in porridge. You know, I don't think I've ever had porridge either. I've had oatmeal, but I don't think that's exactly the same thing. Escargot I tried was from a Chinese restaurant, delicious because of all the sauce. Alright. I go down here? Ooh, I cannot see a damn thing down there. I'm gonna risk getting lost if I do that. Is it? That son of a bitch hostile? That son of a bitch is hostile. Since when are there enemies in my home base? That's unpleasant. Let's see. Such a great example of cultural decency. Yeah, yeah. Have I ever tried horse meat? No, I have not tried horse meat. Have you? Is that a thing out by where you are? And if you tried it, how is it? I don't know that I'd ever want to try that one either, but I'm always up for hearing about new culinary experiences, if nothing else. Alright, there's the chest I got with the bubbles. And I think last time I came here I didn't have beast form, so let's see what's through here. Oh, you don't know if it's a thing, or you haven't tried it? Oh, geez. Big empty room, but it's got some of the scary red vines in here. Why is that connected to my house? Unpleasant. Let's get the heck out of here. And let's hit the kitchen while we're in here, see if we can cook up some of those better recipes than we have. Oops. Before we do that, here's one of the other artifacts I got, this vase. And it looks unassuming, but basically I can break the vase anytime I'm in here for free fish meat. So that's pretty handy. It's mostly a cosmetic thing, but that's a nice effect to have. Had it with bread and onion, alright. Fair enough. Alright, what was that other recipe I wanted to make? I know there's a recipe I was waiting on here. Arcane poultice, right. Leaf poultice, special bulb, eel oil. Leaf poultice. Special bulb. I know I've got eel oil, don't I? You gotta have eel oil. I don't have eel oil, son of a bitch. Did I use it all up? I could have sworn I had some in here. No, I've got fish oil, but no eel oil. I'll be damned. That's unpleasant. Bread wasn't there. Alright, what else do I want to make in here? Spicy rolls. I want to make some spicy rolls. That's plant leaf, fish oil, spicy meat. Plant leaf, fish oil, spicy meat. I'm maxed out on leaves, or I was maxed out on leaves and spicy meat. So, put a couple of these together to replenish my stocks. Just to remind everyone, what spicy rolls do is they increase my damage for a time, which is kind of a spectacular effect to have. And so I want to always make sure I've got a really nice stock of these spicy rolls on me, for whenever I run into something badass that I really need to do a lot of damage to. Alright, I think that's good. And yeah, it gives us 7, and then we'll have a little extra room so we can grab another one if we need it. Anything else we need to cook while we've got the station right here? We can't make any arcane poultices, that is miserable. We could make a couple of leeching poultices. Do we want to do that? No, I think we're good on those. I think they have tried to breed rhinos in captivity, but they found it to be difficult and slow. I mean, often just breeding rhinos in captivity, you know, some animals don't like to breed in captivity. Some animals, it's very tricky to get them to breed in captivity. And sometimes even if you can breed them in captivity, you can't do it in the numbers you need to replenish their population to any extent. You know what I'm saying? Are what spices, Spectrum? I'm not sure what you're getting at there. Have you beaten the swimming cat people yet? I've beaten a lot of people, Trav. We already beat one boss today, and we're heading to a new area in a bit. Yeah, that is a nasty little catch-22 right there, most definitely. Oh, I've got some tough meat, don't I? Rubbery meat. What did I make with those? Tough cakes, right. Let's make some more tough cakes. Sea cake. Rubbery meat. Those are always good to have. These heal me a bit, and they also give me a little bit of extra armor. And I've been short on those for a while because I didn't have any tough, I didn't have any rubbery meat, so I wasn't able to make those in any quantity. Speaking of, what else do I need to... I think I need to make some more sea cakes while I'm here, which is any oil plus any egg. And I don't have a ton of oil, but I am full on eggs. And oil's pretty easy to come by. So I'm just going to make a couple of sea cakes. Just so I've got more room to get more eggs. Waste not, want not. And then I think we're good. And I apologize, as always, for the extended cooking segments, which aren't tremendously visually interesting. But now we are moving on. What am I saving here? And we'll head out of here, and then I'll see where I want to go to next. I think there might be at least one other thing in this area I want to check out with my new powers. Yeah, there was something in the energy temple that I couldn't get before. I don't know if it's actually worth my time, but I think it might be. So let me check that out while I'm in the neighborhood. Don't apologize for stuff that's part of the game. Crafting, even if it might not be the most exciting thing, is part of the game. True, but I do want to keep the game as exciting as possible, whenever possible. So, I try to get through it as quickly as possible so I get to the more visually interesting stuff. I mean, even if it is part of the game, and even if my mission was, as it is, to show off all of the game, I know, not all of the game is always going to be worth watching. Welcome to today's episode of Shane Can Cook. Brilliant cooking show. Hello, is this what I think it is? I don't remember it being dark in here before. Oh no, this is the northern entrance. I think I can get where I'm going from in here, though. I'm not gonna save because I don't think it's all that difficult in here. Oh hey, there's a little fish passage. Let's check that out. Let's see. I went AFK because I'm setting up my mattress. It's good to finally sleep on something fluffier than the floor. Zero! I'm so glad you're enjoying that. And I hope better night's sleep lead to good things for you. What the hell is this place? Why are there bones all over the place? Artifact? Alright, I found a new artifact. I don't know if I found that in my last playthrough either. That looks creepy. Energy idol, a small statuette that burned with the power of the Crow-tites. Alright, I'll take it, Let's see, I'm lurking since hours light. You just came after me. Oh, alright. Oh, Derpy loves it too. Adorable, Zero. That's the true seal of quality right there. If Derpy didn't like it, then ain't nobody liking it. Alright, so where does the other exit lead to here? I am not actually on the map right now. What in the hell is this place? Why am I not on the map? Why is there no music in this place? That's kind of creepy. Oh! Shit. Here is, oh, geez. Here's the first major boss. Treasure has been added to your home cave. Is that seriously his tooth? Gross. But I think the place I need to use... Yeah, there was a blossom up here that had a pearl in it. And a locked pearl door, I believe. So let's head up this way and see if I can locate it. I'm back on the map, at least. That's a positive. So let's see. I think, as a matter of fact, to the north is the locked door I'm thinking of. That's half of our equation. Yes, there's the locked door, and there's the pearl holder. So now we just need to find that pearl. Put a plastic cover just in case she ends up peeing on it. I'm scared but prepared. Good to be prepared, Zero. Always be prepared. Yeah, hardkind is better than your back, I think. Too fluffy and it'll kind of mess up your back. But too hard, too, and you don't get to sleep naturally, and that can mess up your back, too. You gotta find that balance in there. You gotta be able to, depending on how you sleep too, I think that changes the kind of firmness you need in your mattress. It's complicated. Sleep is complicated. Alright, right up here, there we go. And there's our pearl. And so grab it and take it over here. And I don't actually remember what's up this way. It's a lot of trouble to get into, so hopefully it's something kind of nice. It looks like a big old room, which makes me think it could be another mini-boss. Which is bad, because I haven't saved in a while. But, not mini-boss, optional boss, I mean. But we gotta do what we gotta do. And what we gotta do is fight optional bosses. Let's see, but what is natural sleep? After all, the first humans were sleeping on stone. I guess that's about as hard as they get. Well, that's the thing to remember, is I hear a lot of people, like with the paleo diet, say, well, ancient man was able to survive doing this and this and this. And the other thing to remember is, sure, they were surviving, but what was their quality of life? Can we talk about that? I don't believe they lived all that long. Their life expectancy was not spectacular. I think that's important to take into account as well. Just living, just surviving is one thing. You can do better. You can do better. Uh-oh. I heard an evil laugh. Why is there an evil laugh? Yeah, that's a big old area. Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's a biggin. Oh, he's a biggin. Luckily, I got jukes for days. Jukes for days. Jukes for days. So yeah, I found another optional boss is what I found. So far, I seem to be doing pretty good damage to him. He seems to have forgotten how to shoot me too. I appreciate that. There we go. Kaboom! And what did we get for our hard work? Is that another egg? Blaster pet egg! Hell yes! Oh, one of these little guys, just like him. Alright. Cool, I'll take that. They might use softer material though. Leaves, hay, branches can easily be found depending on the environment. True! And you know that necessity is the mother of invention, as they say. Alright, so yeah, I got a new pet. I'd call this a side trip worthwhile. Well, you never know. It can be a lot of factors, Drav. It can be more than one thing. That's fine. You know, I think, you know, there's a lot of factors too, like, with no dental health. That means that if you got an infected tooth, it was pretty much fatal. You know, things like that as well. I wouldn't say any scientists say that early man was stupid, but certainly at some point the intelligence has to go from point A to point B. Alright, I feel like I got everything over here now, so I'm happy with this. So let's head over to the turtle, and we'll teleport to another area where I want to get another thing before we head on. We're making good progress. Ooh, I need to save. It has been a little while. Here we go. I played Far Cry Primal. I know how life back then was. First-hand experience. Exactly. I believe Far Cry Primal is a documentary and the events happen in real time. So there you go. Guess it depends on which evolutionary link you're talking. I'm talking about the whole chain in general. I guess if you had to pick one in there, that would be, you could definitely argue about that. But I'm just sort of looking, when I talk about early man, I'm talking about the whole sequence going back there. Alright. So next up, we're going to head to the Ancient Turtle, and he'll be able to skip us forward a bit, because we've already gotten everything in this area, and I don't want to work my way all the way back where we need to go. Because, hey, well, we got the convenience of turtle travel, we may as well use it. I don't think I've actually showed off turtle travel on stream yet, so that'll be nice to see as well. Oh god, I forgot about that bastard! As he lunges right at me. Son of a bitch! Oh hey, there's Blaster doing his job. Thank you for that. Got some eel oil there too, nice, so I'll be able to make the arcane poultice. And he doesn't even drop anything, that asshole. Alright, ancient turtle. Ancient turtle. He was up here, I think? Yeah, through here. Hey, buddy. Alright, so using ancient turtle travel is easy. You just jump onto their back. Which is a little tricky sometimes. Or no, you right-click on them, right? There we go. Hey, buddy. You want to get going? Oh, yeah, you like that, don't you? Alright, let's ride! And then it automatically takes you to another one of the turtle areas in a sequence. But if it's not the turtle area that you want to go to, you just right-click on them again and hop back on, and you'll keep going. Alright, here we go to the Vale, which is, I don't think, exactly where I wanted to go next. No, there was one thing I wanted to do before we did the Vale, so I'm going to ride one more time. Alright, Zero, enjoy your special dinner. You earned it for that whole year of streaming. That is badass. Once again, everyone, if you're in here, feel free to congratulate Zero, who just celebrated his 1-year stream anniversary today. Great achievement right there. Congratulations, Zero. Have a great time at dinner. No, you should never just automatically accept things you read as fact. Always read the sources. That's what I would say. Read the sources. Find out where people got their information from. Check out the actual data sets. Just a good practice in general. Alright, yes, gorillas make beds out of plants too. I believe I read that. My good ol' is a little rusty. But I believe I've read that as well, Elena. Yeah, mine's coming too, but we're celebrating you now, Zero. Just go ahead and take it. Take the achievement and be happy with it. But alright, so there is one area, you can see the little green mark, and that means one of those blue bulbs that we weren't able to interact with before, but now we can. And there is something very important up in this area that we're going to want to come back for. So, I'm going to save here real quick because... is there a closer save? There is a closer save, so we're actually going to save there. Because we are heading towards another optional boss, and in fact, it's a pretty badass optional boss. One of the tougher ones in the game. But again, the reward is commensurate to the risk, as they say. So we're going to want to do it anyway. Luckily, there is that save point right there in case things go terribly wrong, which they very well might. Let's see. Through here, with beast form. Alright, and you remember we came through here before and we got all the way to the end of this passage and there really wasn't much to see down here. Because all it is sort of funneling you towards that bulb right now. So I kind of came through here prematurely the first time. But now we're good. We're good to get what is gettable in here. So we will take that and be on our way. Ooh, I missed a song orb too. How did I pull that off? Must have just been in a hurry last time here. Just some leaves, though. That's unfortunate, since so many of these are unique that some of them just give generic rewards. Kind of like, what's the point of having one-time openable chests if they just have the generic rewards in there, you know? Alright, so we are saved, so we are safe. Alright. So I'll check around here real quick, and it's in here, I think. Yes, in here we've got the big blue bulb. Alright, deep breath, deep breath. That moment when a girl destroys you in Smash with her Pikachu skills. Go Shira's girlfriend, badass. Alright, so we've reached a new area. I'm going to take out these fleas real quick. I don't even remember if they do any damage, but they're irritating. That yellow thing headbutted me yesterday. Nice, nice. Alright. So like I said, we got a tough battle coming up here, so cross your fingers for me, folks. So we're back into the Temple of Mythalis here. Probably recognize it from before. And yep, surprise, it's actually 3 bosses. And they can only be hurt when they're not transparent. When they turn opaque, they can be hurt. When they're transparent, I can't interact with them in any way. Oh jeez! And then sometimes they just shoot everywhere. Holy crap! That damage, though. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna need to heal pretty soon. Ow! Very soon. Sooner rather than later. Alright, let's start with a tough cake, because that'll give me a little bit of damage resistance. And then, I don't want to keep using my healing poultices. Let's use some leaf poultices, since we can make a good amount of them right now. We got more of the leaves than we know what to do with, so we might as well start there. A smile? What are you abbreviating there? I don't recognize anything you're talking about. Confusing the hell out of me, man. Alright, I believe all 3 of these guys have separate health bars as well. So hopefully we can take out some of them and decrease some of this nasty firepower raining down on us. I think we might have actually taken one of them out already. Yeah, I think we did take one of them out. Good deal. Let's get number 2. Come on. Ah. And see, they can still damage me while they're transparent too. I just can't hurt them, which is a little dangerous. Oh, alright, that's 2 of them. Ah, but I need to heal again. Leaf poultices to the rescue. They don't heal very much, but I can make a shitload of them, so I don't feel bad burning through them at a high rate. Very old WoW meme. Oh wow, classic WoW rage. Right. All right, sorry. That's reaching deep there. Smile, Leroy Jenkins. Got him. Sweet.
After singing the song of the spirit form, I would detach from my mortal frame and enter the world between the living and the dead. Thankfully, I could only hold this form for brief distances. I did not wish to linger in that cold world long.
Alright, so once again, I have another optional form. And I'll show you in a moment, right here, what that optional form does. So you'll see right here are those steam vents that I couldn't get past before. But if I go into spirit form, then what I can do... No, I don't want to go to spirit form here. I'll go right up to the steam, and I hit spirit form, and then I can pass right through the steam, and then teleport to a gem on the other side. There we go! That's what you get from that optional form right there, too. I was into WoW for a few months, a long time ago, but it's been a while back. Guild Wars 2 I played a shitload of, but not so much anything else. Let's see, I didn't play Guild Wars 2, but I did play through all the Guild Wars 1 standalones. I never played those, but I heard they're very good. There we go. There we go. Alright, awesome. So now I have explored all of that. Good deal. And I think we've got everything we need to get here, too. So I'm going to head back the way we came, since that's a bit of a shortcut. And we will start heading back towards the Vale now, I think. There was another blue bulb down there. We might check that out, too. Sorry, I'm just trying to get as many optional things as I can. Save myself some time. Some of these optional things are really nice to have later on in the game, as I said. The end game of this game is very tricky. I keep saying that over and over again, but it's very true. Yes, Drav, that's exactly what I was thinking. I really enjoyed everything. I finished the story of the game. I got all the way through the story, start to finish, as my chosen race, and I really enjoyed it. But then I got to the end, and just didn't care to play the end game. Honestly, that's been an ongoing issue for me. I haven't ever found a MMO that's had an end game that really made me want to stick around. I don't think it's maybe, I think it might just be me. I think maybe I'm just not an endgame kind of guy. I think that's possible. Alright, so I was just talking about having more leaves than I know what to do with, so let me go ahead and burn some of these off, making some more leaf poultices, since I just got some new ones. And that should be good. That brings me up to 4 of them, and I didn't have to use any of my healing poultices, so I still got those in stock. Good deal. Oh, you kept PvPing anyway? Yeah, some people are just fans of PvP. I'm not so much a big PvP guy. That might be another thing. I think pretty much all MMOs out there have made PvP an integral part of their endgame, and I just don't enjoy it so much. Probably, at least in part, because I'm not very good at video games. That definitely makes it hard to get into PvP. But yeah, I prefer PvE much better. Especially co-op PvE for any games that offer that. If you've got a game that offers co-op PvE, I'm probably going to be a big fan of it. At least for a while. Eating the crickets. That's the best thing about beast form, is just eating enemies. Without a care in the world. Going back into it, Shira? Well, good luck if so. Here we go again. Alright, sneak through there. Dash down here. Make sure I'm going the right way. I totally am. Alright. So yeah, that form that lets you pass through the Steam events is the last of the optional forms, I believe. And with that, there is almost nowhere we can't go in the game. Except we still can't go in the dark areas yet. That's the last storyline important form, which is something we will get past the Veil. And that we'll be doing once I finish running around and grabbing optional stuff, which will be soon. I think that'll be tonight, as a matter of fact. You played through a bunch of games now. Being bad at it would mean you wouldn't have been able to beat them. Bad decisions? Yeah. Pack rat? Definitely. Bad at games? Nope. Well, I don't feel like I'm putting myself down when I say that. I'm good at certain types of games, let's say that. There's a lot of game types that I'm not good at, but some types of games I definitely am. Alright, yeah, let's explore over here a little bit. And check these little side passages, because I'm not sure I went through all of them before. And I know at least one of them I marked as come back to, so I want to do that. I already went in there. I don't think there was anything of value in there, which is strange. Shira's so strict. Doesn't learn from mistakes. Yeah, there's another one there too. I have a very short memory, and that definitely harms my learning abilities right there. I can chalk at least some of that up to being a streamer. Because it is very easy to get distracted and not notice what's going on while you're streaming. But not all of it. Can't blame all of it on streaming. Gotta be honest about that. Alright, south of here is where I marked come back later. So let's see what it is. I think it's another blue bulb, in which case it may be a little side area that I'll want to explore. More hostile blasters instead of my nice little friendly one. Yep, another blue bulb. And that one didn't get marked on my map because I didn't get close enough to it, so silly me. There we go. And it teleports up here. Oh, which I've already been. Alright, so I've already been to this area. All it is a shortcut. Fair enough. Gaming definitely encourages fast learning. Not even encourages, I'd say necessitates fast learning. Sometimes you gotta jump right in and just get those lessons down before it's too late. You know, some games are willing to hold your hand and let you take your time learning what you need to learn, and some games really throw you into the deep end. And certainly the latter is in vogue right now. Dark Souls has made games that don't teach you anything very popular. And if that's your thing, more power to you, but I don't know. I do prefer a game that lets me learn at my own pace a little bit. Bit lurky, no problem, Shira. Go ahead and do what you gotta do. Our girlfriend's parents are stopping by. Yeah, that is definitely a thing you need to do. Go right ahead. Alright, we'll save here. And Naja's home, sure. And then I don't think there's any more stalling to it. Yeah, we're heading up to the Vale again. Cool. Cool, let's do that. What Shira actually wants to say is he's lick his wounds after getting beaten to a pulp. Give the man some, let the man rest with some dignity then. You know, even if you take a defeat well, sometimes you need a little time to recuperate. I can respect that. Just need a little time to reflect on your losses. I remember I have a friend that in high school, she bet me that she could beat me in a fighting game called Bloody Roar with one hand. You ever played that game? It's all sort of humanoid animals as the characters. And she actually did it. She beat the shit out of me in Bloody Roar, one-handed. It was pretty intense. You know, I am a man enough to admit that I was defeated and thoroughly. I wouldn't say it's a great fighting game, but that doesn't excuse the ass-kicking I took. No, that was all on me. Alright, yeah, this should be an okay path to take to get up to the Vale. A lot of crabs in this area, and we don't really need crab meat, so we don't need to fight all of them. I don't have any recipes that use crab meat yet, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll find some up in the Vale. Seems with all these crabs here, there's got to be some crab meat recipes around, right? You'd hope so, anyway. Bloody Roar was fucking awesome. The wolf character is my favorite. I actually can't remember too much of it. In general, as a general rule, I'm not much of a fighting game guy. So I never played too much of any fighting games. I tried a little bit of everything, out of curiosity, but I didn't stick with most of them. So Bloody Roar, I've only ever played for a couple hours, lifetime maybe. And as you might be able to tell from that story, I wasn't very good about it. Bat had good combos too. There was a bat character in there? That I definitely didn't remember. Alright. And we are not back to the Vale yet. I thought we were, but nope, we've still got a bit of climbing to do. Gotta go way up towards the surface to get where we're going. And right now we're heading over this way. So this is actually just a little shortcut. I don't think there's actually anything special back here, although I could be wrong about that. But either way, you can't get through without the optional form. Oh, there is a song egg back here. Oh, with a special orb. I'll take that. But yeah, otherwise, this area is just a shortcut you can only use with this form. So it is nice to have this form in cases like this. Which is one of the reasons I was eager to go pick it up. That shortcut in particular is actually a big pain in the ass if you can't go through it, because there is the other path you have to take if you can't use it is really long. Which, you know, it is not insurmountable, because it's not a difficult path to tread or anything, just time-consuming. But, you know, I'm a streamer. That's the thing I think about. I don't want, and backtracking again isn't very visually interesting, so I'm trying to make it good. And there are a couple nice secrets I believe you can get by being able to get into those shadow areas too, if I'm remembering correctly. So it all feeds together. But here we go. Alright. Good, now we're getting into the Vale proper, and I can already see a little passage over here that we needed fish form to get through. So let's see if we can track that down and see what's through there. Although this one in particular I think might just be another shortcut. Either way, it'll be nice to map out. Little fish. Oh, there's another song orb in here. I'll take that. New recipe, long life soup. What is that? Long life soup. Hot soup plus a tentacle plus any mushroom. Heal +1. Regeneration +1 or ×1. That's not bad at all. We don't have any use for tentacles or mushrooms before, so that'll actually be a good thing to burn off some ingredients next time we get to a kitchen. I'm thankful for that. I prefer straight up healing to regeneration, but honestly, just for the sake of using the ingredients I've got, more healing items will be a good thing to have. A lot of the soups I have don't actually heal, so having a soup with a little bit of restorative is a net good as well. Alright, so yeah, that was just a big shortcut over to this area, and we're going to keep exploring to the south, I think. See what else we can find down here before we get too far. Ooh, it looks like this is a dark area, too. And the world map doesn't actually have this rock listed here, so this may be a little bit of a secret area. That's a trick if you guys ever decide to play Terraria, which again, I do recommend, is sometimes your mini-map will show things that aren't listed on the world map. So always make sure to keep half an eye on that mini-map so you don't miss things like this. Which is a new recipe? Spicy soup recipe. Alright, yeah, another recipe. Hot soup plus spicy meat. Ooh, it automatically fills up my beast shot. You may remember I mentioned before that when you're in beast form, if you eat a creature that has energy ability, then you get that energy ability for a little while. And it sounds what that actually does is it just gives you it without having to eat anything. So that'll be handy against bosses. Normally beast form isn't good against most bosses, but that'd make it pretty handy. Some of the beast shot abilities are nice to have anyway. Ooh, that guy takes lots of damage. And I'm still in the dark area. There, I just got out of the dark area so I can check my map again. Yeah, it looks like this is another area we can explore over here, so let's check that out. Ooh, there's another save crystal in here. Could always use more of those. Ah, alright, I know what area this is. So we're going to come back over here later. First, we want to explore the rest of this area. See everything there is to see over here. And then we will head to the eastern area of the Vale. Which is where we'll continue progressing the story. Which is why I want to hold off for a little bit. You know, that's sort of always my thing in video games, if you remember, is find the direction the game wants you to go and then go in the opposite direction. Because that is where the goodies are. Holy shit, those spiky fish right there drop healing poultices. One of my favorite healing items. So, yeah, get me in on that. Since I was unable to find one of the ingredients for healing poultices, which is jellyfish oil, it's definitely good to be able to replenish my stores of those before we get to any nasty boss-type creatures in this area. Let's see, we may have to, maybe after we finish exploring here, we may want to turtle back to Naja's place too. Make some use of her kitchen to use some of the new recipes we got. Make some sweet new dishes. Get prepped for some boss fighting. We have been running a little lower than I'd like on healing items overall, just because we've been burning through them pretty fast. We've been putting them to good use. We've been putting them to good use against optional bosses for the most part, but still, you know, there's more bosses coming up, so we got to be ready. All right, here we go, a little side area with a new save point. Let's take that. And starting over at the top here. Getting close to 7 hours in at this point, it looks like. So I hope you guys are still enjoying the game after all this time. I can see there's a little bit of land here. So I have to go up a bit to explore. Oh, is this another cooking station? Ah, sweet, we found another cooking station. Badass. Let's see what we can get out of this. What were we going to make? Well, first we wanted to make an arcane poultice, which is leaf special bulb eel oil. Let's see, leaf poultice, eel oil, and where's my special bulb? Special bulb. Nice. And then I think we've got at least one more eel oil in there. I saw leaf poultice. And yeah, that's my last eel oil. And that'll give us a whopping 4 arcane poultices, which, as you can see, just straight up restore you to full health. So since we buffed up our health bar a little bit, that's actually a huge, huge help right there. What else do we want to cook while we're here? If you didn't hear before, the cooking station is the only place you can make 3 ingredient dishes. So whenever we find one, we want to make a good use of it. So 3 ingredient dishes. What else? A long life soup. I think we wanted to make a little bit of that. So how do we make hot soup again? Any oil plus any meat. Oh, right. We have jelly oil too. So how are we doing on healing poultices? Alright, we can make a couple of healing poultices too, so let's do that. It's leaf poultice plus jelly oil. Boom. What it is basically here, leaf poultice heals 1 damage, whereas healing poultices heal 2. So it's just a straight up upgrade. There we go. There's really very little reason not to do that whenever we get the opportunity. Alright, any meat plus any oil. We still don't have a ton of fish oil, so we're not going to make a whole bunch of these, but we are full on meat, so I'll make a couple. Usually fish oil is not too hard to come into, I just haven't been really grinding for it lately. Did anyone ever find out why women tend to fill the house with stuff called decoration? I mean, I can't eat it. Oh man, I'd like to decorate my house a little more than it is decorated, but honestly, I know nothing about decoration. They just want everything to look pretty. I want everything to look pretty too. I just don't know how. I have no idea how. Where is it? Alright, hot soup plus tentacle plus mushroom. So let's do that. Hot soup plus tentacle plus... do I have more than one type of mushroom? I do not. Just this nice rainbow colored one. I don't want to use too many of those up because those seem special. There we go. Long life soup. And let's make at least one more of those. Those I think will be nice to keep around. And we're not using the tentacles or the mushrooms for anything else, so we may as well. I don't know that prioritize. I'd like my apartment to be prettier than it is, but I have no idea how to decorate it, and if someone would tell me how to decorate it, I'd appreciate that, but such is the way things are right now. I think we're good on spicy rolls, so we don't need to make any more of those. I've got some eggs to burn off. What can I do with those? I can make some more sea cakes. Oh no, we're short on oil again. So I'm going to need to start looking for some oil next time I head out. I don't see me putting my figurines everywhere. Then mistakes are being made, Shira. Put your figurines everywhere. Alright, this looks like just a dead end. I think so. I don't see anything else in here. So all this is basically a doorway to the cooking station, it looks like, which is just fine by me. Always need to have some more of those. So, and another save point too, I like those as well. So I'll go ahead and save with even more healing items in the inventory. Well, you're free to do that. I don't know that I'd prioritize efficiency at all, that I'd say that, because honestly, I'm pretty goddamn inefficient at pretty much everything. Like, let's be honest, I'm pretty goddamn lazy. That is a thing. Just straight up, that is a thing. So I don't wanna make claims that I can't back up here. Alright, so I think we're good there, but that is good to know that there is another kitchen over there. Kitchens are surprisingly hard to come by in this game, so knowing that where to find one is a big deal. There's only so much time in a day, so I spend it decorating or playing fun, enjoyable games. Games win out every time. Actually, I think that might just be partially you, because sometimes I would decorate if I had the ability to. Spruce up the house. You know, sometimes having the house look a little nicer is just, you know, sort of like a mental health thing. Like, it just makes you feel nicer when the house looks nicer. Or at least that's my feeling on the issue. Alright, so exploring out of water is possible, but difficult. Because you can't actually walk on any surfaces out of water. You have to jump from surface to surface. So it gets pretty tricky. Hello? Is that a diver? What the hell? Hey dude. What's going on? Hey, can you get back here, dude? Where are you going? I'm following you. Going back to this cave we found with the kitchen. Get back here, dude! Why is there a diver in here?
I'd finally cornered the strange-looking creature. He tried to flee from me again, but my curiosity was too great to allow his escape. He seemed to be trapped in an odd-looking shell. Perhaps if I removed it...
Oh yeah, let's get him out of his shell. Let's save him from this shell he's trapped in.
I was surprised to find that underneath this boy's shell, he had a face not unlike my own. A face that seemed familiar. Without knowing what I was doing, I floated forward, pressing my lips against his. A tune leapt to my throat, one embedded deep within my memory. The verse flowed through me and bound itself around us. Hours, days, perhaps seconds passed. I'd lost all concept of time. There was only the verse. And Lee. His name rang in my head. This creature was called Lee. We were so similar, and yet not. I was intrigued. The verse waned slowly, and we drifted apart until nothing but water flowed around us. Lee gazed at me through half-closed eyes. He seemed at peace. My mind faded.
Everything okay there, Naja?
Slowly, I woke. For a moment, I had no idea where I was. Lee returned, and I remembered. It was odd to think that I was not the only person left alive. I was aware of every flaw in my appearance. I felt exposed. Color rose to my cheeks, and I struggled to hide my shame. My connection to Lee allowed him to exist within the waters without his awkward shell. It had also given him a new appetite for the creatures of the water. As we ate, I could tell he was excited with his new abilities. We realized that we'd both ventured out to find answers. We left that place, knowing that together we would be able to explore further than either of us could on our own. For the first time in all my memory, I was not alone.
Alright, so we found the second character in the game. So let's see. So I learned his song too. I think it's hotkeyed somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. It is not hotkeyed anywhere. Alright. Let's try that out right here. Here we go. So let's see what that does real quick. Alright, so basically what it does is it teleports him to us if he gets stuck somewhere. Because he tends to get stuck sometimes, but luckily it's easy to call him back to us, of course. You've learned Lee's song. Sing it to draw Lee towards you if he has wandered off. Interact with Lee's helmet if you'd like to leave him here. Oh, we'll bring him with, that's fine. Does look like the Bow Chicka Wow Wow to light up a man's life. Yeah, we made another character. Escort quest. No, luckily Lee is #1, he's indestructible, if I remember correctly, and he also has the ability to shoot at enemies. So realistically, you know, no offense to Lee here. I don't mean to make it sound bad for him, but Lee's kind of like a second pet in the game. He's basically all it is. Lee is basically a second pet. So he's most useful to keep around, actually, so we're going to keep him around. Indestructible, the worst escort quest. That's my favorite kind of escort quests. The kind where I don't need to care very much. So who does that anymore? Who cares about things? It's 2017. For serious folks. Caring. Honestly. Alright, so let's get some fish oil, because I did mention that we're a little short on that. We should have shitloads of it, we barely have any. And that'll allow us to grind out some more healing items as well. You notice that I'm talking about healing items an awful lot here, and one of the reasons for that is one of the areas here is one of those areas I mentioned before as a place I'm a little nervous about. It's one of the harder areas in the game, so I am a little spooked to go back to it. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to handle it the second time around, but I did beat it once, so ideally I will be able to beat it again. Anything under this rock? No, there is not. If you care, you gotta share, because caring is sharing. Exactly, that is 100% true. Not gonna dispute that, not even gonna try. Alright, but we've got some more land here. Let's go exploring up on land. Nope, totally missed there. Let's try that again. There we go. Oh, nope. See, like I said, actually getting anywhere out of the water is very tricky. Let's see if I can come at it from a bit of an angle. No, that's not even nearly high enough. I have gotten over this before. It can be done. But it's also a bit difficult. There is a way to cheat, though. If you can get the right handhold, there are ways to cheat. But for right now, I think we're just going to go... Whoa! Man, that guy spooked me. Now I'm going to have to kill him. Unfortunately, as much as he seemed to be running away, I kind of have to kill them wherever I see them, because they drop rubbery meat, which is a source of a very good healing item I like, and it's very difficult to get anywhere else. And tentacles, which are also difficult to get elsewhere. So they're hard to spot, but when you do, you got to take them out. So you can see this little path under the water. That's the easiest way to get from point A to point B. So I think we are actually going to head over that way now and do a little bit more exploring over in that area. So yeah, I don't actually need to tend to Lee that much. Lee will take care of his own thing and leave me to do whatever I need to do. So thank goodness for that, because I really hate it when games tie you down to useless characters that are supposed to be your partners, but in actuality, there is no real motivation to work with them because they're useless assholes. I'm sure we've all experienced that in video games before. Oh, so close, Shira! So close! So close, but not quite. Let's go beast form up in here. Alright, so now it's very difficult to get up there, like I said, so I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. Because I don't think there's anything I pressingly need to get up there for. So let's explore over here a little bit. Over here is a little bit to get over. A bit easier to get over there, so let's do that. Here's that ancient turtle. I think I already had him mapped out, though. Yeah, because there's a save crystal over here. So I have definitely been over here. Garth! Yeah, there's a good example of a useless companion right there. I suppose he wasn't useless. He was actually pretty good with those twin blasters. He was just very irritating, is all. There's a difference. It's a subtle difference, but it's there. Sorry, it's something in my throat. Getting character that needs maintenance is like a girlfriend giving you a plant. I like plants. I like plants. Ladies of the world, if you want to give me plants, please do. I will probably let them die because I'm a bit of an idiot, but they will look nice on my windowsill until then. I don't think I have any plants right now, but I do like having them around. I like a little bit of green in my life sometimes. It's nice to have. It's a big-ass turtle right there. A huge-ass turtle, as a matter of fact. Kill this guy for his delicious crab meat. The turtle cave! Alright, that explains where there's a giant-ass turtle in there. Yeah, he did all the work. Alright, yeah, they definitely did give him Karth more credit than he was deserving of. But still, especially at the beginning of the game, he was decent with those twin blasters. And he had, at the start of the game, the blaster called Karth's Blaster, which at the time was one of the best blasters in the game. Got outpaced later on, but for its time, really nice blaster. I have a fake plant, it never dies. Those are nice too, but they don't actually produce any oxygen, so they're a bit of a different, they're its own thing, I think. It's beast formed through here. Got a lot of tides. Doesn't look like there's actually anything of note in that little area, though. Strange. I like how this area is just marked with a big spooky turtle symbol. I haven't seen any turtle boss yet, though I suppose there could be one later on. Yes, jellyfish oil. Got a big old clam. There's a big old clam. Interesting. My fake plant died. I knocked it over. I didn't put it there. Excuses, excuses. Excuses? Terrible. Alright, let's get this. Just a berry? I still haven't found any recipes that use berries. That's very interesting. Or very interesting. Sorry, I had to. Let's see what's through here. Strange that they've got this giant mountain of rocks here. That's kind of suspicious. Let's see if we can't move all these out of the way. Let's see what they are hiding back there. Hopefully goodies. I do like goodies. For the amount of work they're making me do, it better be goodies. Moving all these rocks. Oops. There we go. Selman's punny today? Yes. Always with the puns. Fun fact in this game, if the stone you're dragging around is above your head when you release the hold on it, you can kill yourself by dropping rocks on your head. There's a fun Aquaria fact for you. Hello, what is that? Ooh, another egg! Oh no, it's just a treasure that looks like an egg. My mistake. I got all excited for nothing there. Damn it! What is that treasure then? Because it looked like an egg, didn't it? I don't think that was just me. Turtle egg. I found this egg in the turtle cave. Alright, so it was an egg. Just not another pet, is all. Oh, well. Oh, hey! You're a huge turtle, dude! Oh, God! Why is he screaming at me? I don't seem able to interact with him in any way. That's kind of unusual. Seems like he chills there and screams at me. Alright. Alright, that's fine. Fine, I'll leave him to his business. Crack it open and make some turtle omelet. Is that even a thing? If turtle omelet's a thing, that's the first I'm hearing of it. Oops, nope. You see these waterfalls that I'm swimming up here, you can kind of climb if you're very careful, but it is a little tricky. Let's see if there's anything under this rock. Notice we've also ditched Lee as well somewhere. Oh well, he'll catch up. This area is as cool as it is actually difficult to navigate. Got these big sort of, oh jeez, oh no, nope. You can kind of see the conundrum. You've got these big bubbles mysteriously hovering in the air. And I remember there is something nice at the top of this area. But that's a heck of a climb to make. Especially since you've got momentum. It'll carry you right all the way back down to the bottom. I don't think I've ever actually made it to the top. And it's not mandatory, so I don't think I'm going to be doing it this run either. But I'll give it a try. I think there's actually a point in this puzzle where you need to use some items to get much higher because it's such a difficult jump. Yeah, right there. Alright, there it is. There's some armor up there, I think. So I think I need to use a speed up to get up there. Do it. Alright, let me see if I have any speed up items I can apply. I don't mind ditching. I'm sure I've got some. Hearty soup gives me a speed up. I think I have. Alright, hot soup gives me a speed up. Do I have anything that does better than speed plus 1, or is that it? I think that's probably it. Speed plus 1. Alright, yeah, hot soup it is. Do it. Alright, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. No! Oh, so close! Come on, you son of a bitch! No! Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! 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 I was afraid I was gonna fall way far down there. Oh, got it! Yes! Last time I spent several goddamn minutes trying to make that jump, and eventually I fell all the way back down there. GG, thank you, Shira. Thank you, Smile. Alright, let's try out this, thing. Urchin costume. A spiny costume fashioned from shells of sea urchins. Creatures that touched it would take damage from its sharp spikes. So this is the first costume I found in the game that actually has mechanical effects. So let's put it on and see how it looks. Alright, looks a little silly. Looks a little ridiculous. My blaster guy doesn't want to get out of the way to let me show it off, but still it says that it damages creatures. Oh god. It damages creatures that touch me, so I'll take that. And yeah, I think that's all there is to get in this area. Whew. So that's intense. New armor get. Very nice. Whew. Alright, so let's head out of this area. I don't think there's anything else to get in the Turtle Cave, or at least if there is, I don't think I've found it before. I'll take one last look at the map and see if I can see anything on there. Might be up this way, though. Oh, there's some land up over here. Oh, this seems a little suspicious. Could there be anything up here? Possibly. Nope. You can get all the way up there, but I don't see anything to eat. Or to do. Let me show you something, though. There's an achievement I wanted to get that I didn't get before. Check this out. Legit honest, I just got an achievement for that. Oops. I And I'm taking damage from my own plant. That was dumb. Yep, I just got an achievement for that. Got an achievement for flinging some monkeys. And the achievement is called Monkey Flinger. I'm not making this up. That's a thing. It's a thing, and it's an amazing thing. That is an amazing thing. Thank you, game, for monkey flinging achievement. I think on my first smile... Smile, have I mentioned that I love that emote? That is the perfect expression for so many situations. But yeah, I think I got most of the achievements in this game that I was going to get my first run through, but there was a couple ones I wanted to keep my eye out for my second run through, and that was one of them, is I never got around to flinging a monkey. So mission accomplished, I feel fulfilled. We can just stop now, right? That's pretty much all that needed to be seen in the game. You can see there's something way high up on this cliff, too. But I'm honestly not entirely sure how to reach it. Can I climb this? No, I can't get up that waterfall either. It looks like... Oh, no, sorry. That's the Murloc guy I fought. He's from this little area right there. Which I can't really click on. But yeah, no, that's the map overlapping. There probably isn't anything actually up there. My bad. And with that, I think it's time to start heading over to the eastern side of the Vale. Start working our way over in that direction then. I think I saw a save point over there, so we'll be able to grab that if nothing else. I'll see if we can stop in Lee's cave as well and use the kitchen there real quick. Actually, I think we found some new recipes we were going to want to use, and we picked up some new ingredients to use too, like more eel oil and jellyfish oil. Next week is short week? Ooh, short week for what? Just Monday to Wednesday. Oh, nice. Very nice. What are you going to do with all that spare time there, Shira? Got anything planned? Or would you like to plan anything for that? As you go CSI on me. Nope, wait. Grab that eyeball. Shoot through the current right there. Don't have to, since I can swim against it with beast form. But it's nice. It's fun. I enjoy it. And then switch so I can... Oops. No! What the hell? Oh, I got hit with... Oh, sorry. Yeah, if you get hit with ink in the face, this is what it does to you. This is what it looks like when you get hit in the eye, so you can't see for a little bit. Not too bad. Could be worse. Oh, geocaching. Sure, I didn't know you were a geocacher. Badass. I've done a little bit of geocaching just around the suburbs, but haven't really gotten to any truly interesting caches. I'd like to do some geocaching out somewhere a little more interesting, somewhere way out there. You know, a sort of cache you'd actually have to hike out to. That would be really badass. But no, I'm a ways off from doing anything like that. I like the riddle and fantasy ones. I don't think I've ever seen a fantasy cache. What is that? Riddle caches I've done, though. Those can be fun. I've only done a couple of those. Alright, kitchen ahoy. We got a few routes with multi-cache where a little part of the whole story is hidden along with the tracks, so you get... Oh, alright, I see what you mean. That's a neat little way to go about it. Alright, so do I have any jelly oil, first of all? I do have some jelly oil, so let's go ahead and upgrade some healing poultices. Do I not have any of those? Oh, I guess let's make some healing poultices. Alright, yeah, that's the only one we got. I'll go ahead and upgrade that one. How are we doing on... Yeah, we can use one more. We'll do that. Cook that, good deal. They're all pretty far up a mountain, so you have to do them in parts. Oh man, that sounds like something I'd really like to try someday, Shira. Just one of those big-ass geocaches that have to be going all over the place for. Oh, I found some rubbery meat, so let's make some tough cakes. We can use a couple more of those. Oh yeah, we can definitely use a couple more of those. And tough cake is... Or sea cake, I should say, is any oil plus any egg. Let's do fish oil plus small egg. And how many sea cakes do we have right now? 3, alright. So then we go 4, 5. It's not that. 6. And then let's do a 7th. If you have all of them, you go to the final cache. Pretty well thought out and well maintained normally. We gotta go back to it. Nice. Yeah, the only multi-cache I have done involves going to a bunch of landmarks around my town and actually getting information off the plaques in front of the landmarks to put together the clues to get to the final part of the cache, which is pretty cool. Alright, that. Rubbery meat. Cook. I'll just go ahead and use all my rubbery meat to make tough cakes. That's pretty much the only use I have for rubbery meat right now, I think. And tough cakes are so fantastic. And eel oil. What did I have to do with eel oil? Wasn't it the arcane poultice? Yes, leaf poultice, special bulb, and eel oil, but I don't know that I have any more special bulbs. Oh, I do! Need to make another leaf poultice, though. It'll be worth it to make another arcane, though. Special bulb, eel oil, and leaf poultice. Sweet. Gives us, what, 5 arcanes? Very nice, very nice. Let's see, we finish the Way of the Mage and begin the Way of the Elf, which is pretty long. Got that strange metally morphic thing in Chicago. What does that do? It's just an art, piece and sort of a tourist destination. You're talking about what we call the Bean around here. The technical name or the actual artist name for it is Cloud Gate, but we just like to call it the Bean because it looks like a big old bean, big silvery bean nonetheless, but still a bean. Yeah, that is part of a relatively recent addition to Chicago called Millennium Park. It used to be a big shitty area full of drug dealers, and the city decided they wanted to clean it the hell up. So they went in and renovated the whole place and turned it into a big tourist destination called Millennium Park with all these really cool art installations. And I love it. It's a really beautiful park, and it's cleaned up really well. And I love checking the place out. Is it Sean's bean? I'm sure it belongs to somebody. But Sean's too busy dying in every movie he's ever been to have a bean, I suspect. But yeah, the whole park is really gorgeous, and it's one of my favorite places to go in Chicago. And so if you ever do go to Chicago, I recommend checking it out if you like looking at in-situation art, sort of installation art. It's an absolutely beautiful place to spend a chill afternoon in. Alright, so let's head down here, and all the way at the bottom, I believe, is where we find the... ooh, that was a mistake. All the way at the bottom is where we find the path over to the eastern section. Go ahead and do that. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, farther south, farther south. So yeah, this area that we're going to, the eastern part of the Vale, leads to the last storyline area that we'll have to go before we start the very long and very difficult end game. This is actually one of the more difficult areas in the game, at least for my money. It's got some difficult combat and some difficult skill areas. You'll kind of see what I'm talking about when we get there, though. Overall, when you heard me fretting about areas that I'll have to do in the game, this is one of them. Only 7 seconds for HTML5 player, not bad at all. I have gotten as low as 6 with some of the players on Twitch, although I suppose it's... hello. It's a wrecked submersible right here, what the hell? Maybe from the rest of Lee's people, whoever they may be? Interesting. But yeah, I have my channel set to experimental low latency, which is where you get part of that from, and then the HDMI5 player cuts it down a little bit further as well, I believe. And yeah, it's nice. I really enjoy having the low latency because it makes it a little easier to chat with viewers, and that's pretty much the whole reason I'm here, so I do need that. And it is always good to see viewers getting to take full advantage of that low delay as well. I know some international viewers actually have trouble getting down that number, so actually 7 seconds in a different country for me is honestly pretty badass. I wouldn't have expected that. So good to hear. You have made my evening, Shiro, right there. Alright, so let's battle our way through here. There's a lot of enemies in here. Ooh, and I gotta dodge the shots from these starfish. Oops, as I get hit by one of them. They kind of do a shitload of damage. That spiny fish didn't even drop anything. They usually had good drops, so I was hoping for something nice. Honestly, if I wasn't shooting so much, I don't know if I'd be triggering every starfish in here, but man's got to do what a man's got to do. Oh my god, that's a worm. Big ass, dangerous ass worm. Ma, I made his evening. No, I didn't tell him my name. What? Yeah, shit, Ma, he's my friend. It's beast form out of there. Grab that egg. Sure, let's check out what's down here. Ah, nothing. The worms are ugly looking little bastards, too. Not super dangerous, though. And they drop eggs. I'll take that. Looks like there's... Alright, yeah, so there's another split path here. I'm going to try taking the lower path this time, then when we come back, we can try the upper path. I'm sure we'll be passing back this way at some point. Oh my god, those starfish are following me. Sons of bitches! Oh, there's a lot of enemies in this passage. Oh, jeez, I just want to be out of here. Alright, cool. That starfish is persistent. Just will not leave me alone. Hopefully I lost him, though. Alright, then there's a little juke over here. Let's go ahead and explore this first, see what's down here. I honestly have no idea what's in here, but it's dark, so I can't see my map. And ooh, can't actually see anything down there, so I don't want to go down there because if it's a twisty, turny passage, honestly, I might not be able to get back out again. I mean, I might be able to if I just, like, mash the keys to try and get through there, but that's still dangerous. So once we find some way to light up the darkness, not in a proverbial sense, but a literal sense, we will come back there and see what we can see. In the meantime, let's explore up here a little bit. Ooh. Nope, nothing to see there. Looks like there might be a save point somewhere nearby, though. Want to check that out, of course. And there's a closed door. No, that is an open door leading in there. Let's see if we can go up and around before we go in there, but oh no, we can't. Shoot. Alright. In that case, let's go ahead and head in here. See what this leads to. Alright, we got a new map token, but the Sun Temple, alright. Big storyline dungeon right here is what this is. And as you can see, those fish kind of look like clockworks, so it's a little strange. And they didn't drop anything but gears either, which aren't actually a thing I can collect. Also suspicious. And we got new music too. It's pretty nice music, as is most of the music in the game. And it got a more peaceful vibe than you'd think for the kind of things I'm having to fight my way through. Yes, sure, it actually is not steam, I don't think. I think it's actually clockwork is what the theme of this dungeon is. And you can see these guys right here, big statues of like lizard-type people holding crystals. So that's interesting. And there's another song orb hidden under glass. Make use of that. Ooh, some more glowing eggs. Holy shit. That guy's got some nasty moves. Get the heck out of there. And then we've got mechanical crabs as well. So we've seen mechanical fish and mechanical crabs too. Looks like there's a save point right nearby. Ah, here we go. First save point inside the Sun Temple. Let's make use of that. Here we go. Game saved. Alright. And unfortunately with that, it is that time, ladies and gentlemen. That time to be wrapping up for the evening. So, we are going to find somebody to host. And then we are going to call it an evening. So if you want to stick around and see the host, please do. It looks like I'm going to be hosting good friend of the stream, Pikachu. And let's see what she is playing tonight. I'm sure it's something interesting. She pretty much always is. And then I will go ahead and throw my social links in chat as well. But I wanted to... Alright, she's playing God Eater Resurrection, which is a sort of Monster Hunter knockoff, I understand. I haven't played it too much yet, but I'm very curious about it. Oh, thank you for being around, Shira. I always appreciate having you here. I appreciate having everybody here. This was another fun evening. I'm really enjoying Aquaria, and I'm enjoying being able to play it with you guys. You guys make it so much better. And hopefully you'll be here next week. This is my last stream for the week, but I'll be here back next week. We'll be playing more Aquaria, and we'll probably beat it next week, as a matter of fact. We've got 2, maybe 3 streams tops left in this game. It's going to be some really difficult areas, but I don't think it's going to be all that time-consuming. So if you're interested, please go ahead and stop back. If you haven't already hit follow, go ahead and hit follow now. And hopefully I'll see you then. I'm going to throw some links at you too. Oh, thank you for being here, Lightcore. I appreciate seeing you. Start with my social links. There's my Twitter. If you prefer using Twitter, that's another way to find out when I go live, and sometimes I'll post when I do nerdy things in real life. And my YouTube, where I archive all of my streams if you ever want to check out any of the other games I've played here. I'm going to toss a link to my Discord. If you want to chat with me or any of the other viewers, that's a great place where we congregate outside of the stream. Feel free to check it out, even if you're just curious. There's pretty much no risk. Just peek your head in. It's fun. And last thing, I'm going to throw my support links. If you ever feel so inclined to go a little above and beyond to help me out with the things I do here, like getting some new streaming equipment, which I'm working on saving for right now, those links will show you how to do that, particularly the Game Wisp link, which is like a sub button for small streamers like me, but don't feel obligated because the stream will go on regardless. So, having said that, like I said, we're going to throw a host at Pikachu playing God Eater, the anime Monster Hunter knockoff. So feel free to follow me over there and check out what the game looks like. I'm actually real curious about it. But if you got other places to do and other places to be and other things to do, that's fine. And I'll just go ahead and say to you, as always, have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world. And I'll see you folks around. Take care of yourselves.